Oh, here we go, chat. Here we go, chat. It's gonna be an episode today. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to another Vtuber review. We're back in the bikini. The beach is outside of the Vtuber review studio. Hi, everybody. How are you? It's so good to see you guys. Welcome in. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for a great debut yesterday. I had so much fun. I hope you guys had fun too. I literally had such a blast. Another crazy week of VTuber news as always. You know, I was thinking maybe, just maybe. What do you mean? I didn't push you over. This is lies and slander. I demand at least 15 gifted subs of recompense. How dare you? He's lying to. I would never push anybody over, except when I push people over. But I would never do that. I would never. They did not get bigger. They did not get bigger. I swear to God. Okay, wait. I noticed this alert is really loud. Okay, no, that's too quiet now. Wait, no. Okay, that's a little bit. Jesus, thank you guys so much for such an amazing debut. You know, yesterday I announced that we had some new merch, and I'm gonna check my numbers here. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let's see. We sold we sold $300. That's 300 minutes. What are you doing, chat? The timer's already hit 84 hours. Oh my God. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much for all your support with that. I really appreciate you so much. And I also owe you 24 wheel spins. I am so fucked. Oh, I am literally beyond fucked. My God. Thank you, YOLO, as well, for the 9 months. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Yes, that is right. 84 hours plus $300. That's 300 minutes plus all the wheel spins. I'm actually fucked. Somebody who likes Deme, I'm told by what's been happening lately. This hasn't been a Google Doc yet. I'll be honest. So today, guys, we have some. I mean, I hope you got some of that. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Who said that? I didn't say that. That was. Where did I come from? Anyway, let me tell you about Tuxedo. Thank you for 9 months as well for the tier 1. I appreciate you. Look, we're gonna talk about 2 big subjects today. Really a lot of subjects, but we have a lot of corporate VTuber news going on with Ninja Sanji. Yes, Chad, I know Ninja Sanji actually has some news going on. We're gonna talk about it. Well, mostly that they fucked up. But we are going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some news going on with indie VTubers, because there is a lot of indie VTuber news going down this week. That's why I played It's Going Down earlier with Persona. We're also going to talk about, of course, the big news, the talk of the town, is, of course, this new VTuber group that just debuted, chat. And let me tell you, it's yikes. It's yikes. So we're going to talk about it. Cat Girl, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate you. And Carp, thank you for joining us as well. Guys, every follow, everything like literally adds to the timer, rates, all that. So thank you so much for all your crazy support lately. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. It looks so good. I love it so much. I can turn the VTuber reviews very beachy, but at least the beach is outside. So, but we are going to talk about, of course, this new VTuber group. And we are also going to follow up about the Rosie and Deme situation. Now, guys, I will tell you, last report of the Deme situation, you kind of... No, don't get cold. No, I'm in a bikini. I'm in a bikini. I'm gonna freeze, guys. You want me to freeze? That's mean. We're talking about the Rosie and Deme situation. Last I reported on it, Deme had kind of mean-girled a particular creator. A lot of people were kind of upset by it, rightfully so. I felt like she needed to apologize about it. But chat, unfortunately, this situation actually even got more heated and it got worse, as everything does on the VTuber reviews. So we are going to be watching Rosie's video about it. I feel like Rosie explained everything very well. Deme actually went and started going off on even more people. It was very toxic. I felt like if you're going to block somebody, just move on. Obviously, she went off on that Mona girl, and that was like already a problem. And now we're dancing, and I don't know what's going on. Oh my god, it can be like Walt Disney. You can just freeze me. That's a great idea. Yeah, you can just freeze me. Rosie kind of went Aspen in that video. Why do you say that? I don't know what you mean by that, but sure. Or, oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I either venomously disagree or disagree. Yeah, yeah. Rosie's always been pretty nice. So, I mean, obviously, Deme crashing out, I felt like, and she wouldn't get canceled over it, but it was something that she needed to kind of think about in action, right? And yeah, it got worse. It got worse. So, we're gonna discuss it. I was very disappointed in how that whole thing got handled by Deme on that one. So we'll cover Rosie's video and of course talk about all kinds of other stuff as well. Look, I mean, like at the end of the day, Deme just crashed out, but she crashed out like 3 times. It's like, brother, that's too much. That's too much. Now you push it, especially as like a big creator. You are like, you don't have to deal with that shit. Like, just move on with your life. So I didn't really get that one, but we'll discuss it. We're also going to talk about this new VTuber group that actually includes a slur in their name. One of their members is unapologetically a literal Nazi, chat. I'm not saying this as like, oh, you're right-wing grifter, you're a Nazi. Like, no, this person is literally actually a Nazi. So we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, that group. We're gonna talk about that. That is, I debated very heavily on actually talking about it and covering it because I don't really want to give a lot of I don't want to give a lot of energy and I don't want to give a lot of coverage and a big show to people that are rage baiting, obviously, to rage bait. However, chat, now we're at the point where this has literally crossed over into a new level, in my opinion. So I feel like, you know, the best bleach is sunlight, right? So I do feel like the best thing to do here is to talk about this. I don't like to feed stuff like this, but I feel like to inform you all so you can spread the word and of course make the decision you feel is best, which I hope is to block and not engage. We can get that around. So did they harass Kitsu? I have no idea. I did talk to Kitsu very briefly the other day, but she was just she was talking about how she was feeling better because she's been fighting her sickness. So I don't really know. I haven't discussed that with her. And you want to give it attention. I understand, right? I don't like to give the trolls or people that are clearly doing this for attention or rage baiting attention. However, now we've got to this new point. I think it's gone to the next level. So I want to cover it. I want to talk about it, and hopefully we can spotlight some really horrible things going on. I haven't seen a lot of bigger creators talking about it, and I feel like inherently that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, more people do need to be talking about this because it's one thing when it's like, oh, somebody's like a right-wing grifter Nazi, and we call people a Nazi, right? I really don't. You know, I'm gonna wait till we discuss this situation a little bit more. But what I want to say about it is that when you're an actual Nazi, it needs to be called out, guys. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it breaks TOS. It's clearly a violation. There's hate speech in there. I mean, it's unacceptable. So, on my beach party, it was good. It was so good. I had such an amazing time yesterday with all of you. And I owe you 24 wheel spins. So let me ask you all, do you want some big wheel spins? Do you want all smaller wheel spins? Let me know. Guys, maybe we could run a poll mod. So let me know. What's up, Warrior Reaper? Thank you for 100 biddies. You get confetti! 84 hours.
Herbert.
That's me. Big like them boobies. Look, Zogi. I'll have you know, this shark might actually kill me. Chop him off. Okay, Fuzz Dog. I have something to tell you. This is only for Fuzz Dog. Everybody else, DC movie blew my fucking mind. I was blown away, chat. Absolutely blown away, chat. I gotta move my microphone. I was literally so shocked how good it was. It was very, very good. Yeah, I mean, we know it's James Gunn, so I was hoping it was gonna be pretty good, but it was actually that good, chat. I highly recommend go see it. Go check it out. It is very, very amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommend. You know, DR, where the fuck are you? Get out here. There you are. There you are. The mic is never safe from your punches. Okay, I'm trying to do better about that. I'm trying to do better about not punching my microphone. That is my goal for the next, 30 days. So if you hear me punch my microphone, you guys get on me. I expect Supergirl to be better. I will say this, Fuzzdog. Mr. Terrific, you know how he had the little balls and they would fly around and kill people? I thought it was really funny because it reminded me so much of Yondu. And I was like, wait a second. That's the same director! Literally gave me such Yondu vibes. Yeah, it kind of had almost like Guardians feel to it. In a way. It was definitely, you could tell it was James Gunn 100%. So, well, I know I punch it way too much. I feel bad, but if you guys hear any static, any pops, anything like that, please let me know. Because my microphone has been weird lately. And on top of that, I keep punching it and I feel really bad. So, your debut was so hot, I lost power. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to break your shit. Because James Gunn isn't afraid of the absurdity. The final fight scene, Fuzzdog, with the, when he called all of his buddies, it was insane. It was so good. Yeah, so, I've never really heard of Mr. Terrific. Thanks, Popcat. I obviously have heard of other Green Lanterns and stuff from watching Death Battle, but I didn't know shit about Mr. Terrific, so that was, a pretty crazy shock to me. It was really cool. He was a great hero. I was very pleasantly surprised, but it was very good. It was very, very good. He definitely made a fan of Mr. Yes! Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner were the two characters I was looking forward to the most. Guy was actually really good. I feel like they did a good job on him. You know what I mean? Considering his, how he is in the comics, I feel like they did a good job on him. I Faith Gunn can bring more unknown supers, big names, yeah. Big or small? Okay, we're gonna do big wheel spins, Chad. So I'm gonna give you, let's see, you got 4 big wheel spins and a 1x4 on the smaller one. You know what? You know what, Chop? I am feeling gracious. I am feeling nice to all of you. So, by the blessing of my own free will, I will upgrade you to 5 big wheel spins. That is right, chat. You've been graced today. You are so welcome. You're so welcome, chat. You're welcome for that.
Actually started out as a Silver Age hero called Terry Sloan, and the current one is also super based.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm amazing, chat. You don't have to tell me twice. I know, I'm amazing. All right, here we go. You get 5 wheel spins on the big wheel, chat. Nice. Here we go. Let's see what you get. Are you going to add 4 hours today, chat? I doubt it. Okay, 10 minutes. We take those. We take those. I swear if I get a 4-hour, dude. I have already been cursed with 84 plus hours. There ain't no way, chat. And the 5 shall grace you in return. I hope not. I hope it doesn't grace me, if you know what I mean. I do not want the 4 hours room. Let's see. Oh, that was scary. Okay, we're good. We're good, chat. We're good, chat. Everything's fine right now. We're okay. We're okay, chat. It's a shame Alar doesn't love us. What do you mean? What do you mean? You guys are crazy. I do love you guys. I love you more than this Monster energy drink that I have today. That's a lot, chat. I mean, that is a lot of love in my heart. Oh, so you got 10 minutes. Haha. I mean, oh, darn, chat. Wow, dang. Why is it raining? If I am lying, may God strike me down. Why is it raining? Oh, I never ever came to my dog's birthday party. Wait. You can't cricket me. Why did I add that redeem, bro? Why did I add that redeem? I made a mistake. All right, here's your final wheel spin, chat. Final wheel spin. Bro, they're not bigger. They're the same size. They're the same size. There's more side spillage, okay, chat? Look, they didn't have my size. In its design, it was really hard to find. Okay, I was about to cry. I was actually about to cry. All right, chat, you got 15 minutes added onto the timer. I will add that on starting tomorrow, guys. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. Now, I want to know really quick, chat. Why did you guys like the bikini more than my bikini debut? What the actual fuck, chat? You like the fucking bee with the keyblade more than you like me? They didn't get bigger! They're the same size. Yes, the bikini got smaller, exactly. But I can't believe that you guys like the fucking bikini more than the actual bikini. That is evil, man. That is evil. The bee got charmed. I hate it here so much. Yo, Black Kid, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Stepping on the beach. Bloop, 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 bloop. Stepping on the beach. Bloop, 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 bloop. Thank you so much. You get 1 wheel spin. Let's go. Oh yeah, all of my alerts changed, by the way, chat. So yeah, all the alerts are different now. By the way, you get a stepping on the beach if you guys get 5 gifted subs. So thank you so much. I love this song so much. You get at 30 seconds. Very nice, Black Kid. I love it. 30 seconds. I love that specifically because that's like almost no time added. So I really like when it lands on that. Seems like with the top changes how the personalities look. No, it's personalities. What a time to join stream. Yo, what's up, Athena? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. We are yapping it up, talking about how my community went absolutely fucking nuts the past couple days. Bought me a Switch 2, bought me a giant statue, gifted like a bajillion fucking subs, bought a ton of merch. I am truly and honestly ripping and fucking tearing! I'm very, 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 very.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool, Peach.
Very, 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 very.
Blessed for my community. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. We do not need a photograph of this. There's no photograph to be had. Put the photograph up. No photographs will be taken here. This is a no photograph area, chat. Please leave a message after the beep. Thank you. No photo. This is a no photo area. You may not take pictures of any of the deers. Thank you. This is a habitat, a protected deer.
Also,
no
the
pictures.
Get bigger and give me more milk.
Oh, okay. Look here, Chips. Look here. Y'all act like y'all have never seen a nice pair of booba, let alone anime titties in your entire life. I swear to God, every stream you're like, oh, Milky's, goo goo gaga, mommy. Guys, you know there's real booba out there, right? You know if you touch grass, you might find boop. Look at this photograph. Somebody delete me out of here. Wait, where's that button where you like delete me? Holy milkers. Thank you. I grew them myself. Get me the fuck out of here. Maybe delete or whatever, chat. Play to redeem. Real and subjective. Deme was in real life. In fact, I'm more of a butt guy. We appreciate the booty as well. We appreciate the booty as well. You never probably seen those either. That's so mean, Wog.
Look at this photograph. It's a photo of a photograph. There's another fucking photograph. Because I photographed a photograph. So many photographs.
I'm gonna take a photograph when I come to your house and I steal all of your AAA batteries, chat. That's right. That's right. You know those AAA batteries that are like, you know, really like... I like how Nick was the one that requested I add that, and
Mommy
I never
milkers,
fucking
big,
added
big
it.
mommy milkers, big, huge
And he never
milkers
uses
and
it.
Huge, big milkies.
Yeah, AAA batteries. You know, like, you're always the ones that, like, you need, but you never have. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna make sure you don't have them. So when you need them for, like, your remote or anything like that, boom, chat. No AAA batteries. Get wrecked. Not even appraising thiocracy anymore. I mean, it's kind of hard to see my thighs. Maybe we can fix that. Well, I'm not trying to get banned. I'm just chatting. Never mind. No, I need the Certified Common Rider driver. Exactly. You need all your batteries. Not your batteries. You need your batteries. I agree. So take care, chat, or I'm taking all your fucking batteries. That means the bikini reveal didn't work, but I assume the stream was this ass blasting bitch Lloyd for you, Alar. Absolutely. Absolutely. From my stomach's rechargeable, you have no power in my house. Okay, but what? You fool. You didn't even consider. What if I take away your rechargeable talk? You'll have nothing left. Alora did nothing wrong, Mr. Kite. Back, give her a raise. Honestly, we all know that Dan's a bit of a gooner looking at his timeline anyways, so I'm sure I'm on there, guys. I'm sure it's okay. Aw, look at Slug being so nice. Mwah! Y'all are so nice. Some of you not taking photographs. Yeah, Dan is actually a gooner. It's kind of funny. I mean, I'm not like icking his yum or anything. It's just, it's true. How are you, Kita? What's up? Can we get a shout out for Kita? What is booty but reverse booba? Or what is booba but reverse booty? Oh, Squish is good, Squish, exactly. Why did I still be there? Who put him there? Oh, he likes to hold things together, you know? Stop. Thank you for the ticket, dude. I appreciate you. I didn't change this because I like it. Thank you so much for the 10, sweetheart. You also get one fully Maguire. Not for another 50 minutes. I got you. Thank you so much, guys. Let me get it. Yay! Everybody press celebrate. Yay! Thank you so much, man. I appreciate all of your support, guys. Y'all are crazy.
Is that he lets his goonerism corrupt his decisions.
That's true. That's true. All right, look. You get 2 wheel spins on man stuff. I got you. And then we're gonna hop into some news because we got some important topics to cover today. And I do want to talk about the craziness going on. Batman, thank you for continuing to sub. Appreciate you, cutie. All right, let's see what you get.
No, you silly liver.
No. I added that the other day. All right, 1 minute. I'm gonna get you another one. Here we go. I'm doing pretty good. Gouda, how are you today? Lovely. You know, I'm feeling a little, cheesy, but other than that, I'm Gouda as well.
The new swimsuit looks amazing on you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
In Marvel Rivals.
Yes, I did see that. Oh, darn, chat. Nothing. Womp womp. Steph! You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me, bro. Thank you so much for another 10 gifted subbies. Everybody make sure you tell Maniself that he is absolutely super duper pog. Thank you so much. You get another Bully McGuire. Let's go. It's always crazy here, guys. It's always crazy. Thank you so much. I got your 2 wheel spins coming right the fuck up on deck. Thank you so much. I know I kept the redeem because I love that one. That one's like my favorite one. The other one's how I change it. Yeah, you get a Mario one if you do like 15 plus. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. That one's really cute. All right, let's see what you got. Yo, Diego, what's up, Reed? Thank you for the read. Welcome in. We are doing real spins. How are you, Raiders? What's up? How are you, Diego? Good to see you, kitty. Welcome in. I just debuted my beach outfit yesterday. Now we're spinning the wheel. It's not rigged, guys. It just, whatever it lands on, that's not my fault that you guys suck. I mean, that is what it is, chat. Look, I simply just spin the wheel. That's it. Whatever it lands on, I don't make the rules. How are you, Nyako? What was your stream today? What'd you do? We're about to hop into some VTuber news discussing a very controversial VTuber group. I have a lot to discuss about that. We're also going to be talking about the Deme and Rosie situation. Indie VTuber news, tons of debuts, corpo news, all that kind of stuff. We're also on Subathon Day 224. Holy shit, please get me out of here. You're teaming in the jungle with the Sunday Squad Tactical FPS group today. Oh, nice. Is that your, is that the one you do with the crab game? You have crabs. Yo, what's up, Louie? How are you? You got crabs? I want to let you guys know. I don't know how to tell you this, but I have crabs, chat. I have crabs. It's all true. In fact, I have double crabs. It's all true. Even worse than that, guys, I have triple crabs. He told me, wait, what? Bro, Zoki probably knows too much about me now, bro. But Zoki's probably seen my face and shit. Zoki's like got like the inside scoop now. Crab Champs is just a drop in. We're on Sundays. Oh, we do hardcore tactical FPS. You hardcore tactical FPS these nuts. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. I'll go, guys. I'll leave. I understand. I think I'll learn what to do something special if we make it to a year. You know, agree, chat. Oh, Shade. So we actually picked out something for that. Not only will I do a cooking stream, but I will also order one of every item at Arby's. The ultimate punishment. The ultimate punishment. I watch clown streamers. Wait, I'm not a clown. Do you see a nose on my face? Hey, do you see a nose on my face, chat? Thank you, model, for zooming in where I wanted it to. Do you see a nose with a clown on it? There's no clown nose. There's no makeup. I am very, very normal. Watching. God damn it. I'm not a clown, bro. Bro, I'm so scared to zoom in on anything.
You eat all that Arby's.
Oh, no. See, Peter, what I'm going to do on the day that I have to eat all the Arby's, I'm going to invite all my worst enemies to stream. Yeah, I'm going to invite all my worst enemies. My name's Jeff. And just like, oh my god, here you go. Congratulations, guys. Here you go. Here's lots of Arby's for you. I bought it just so you know, like, oh my god, I love Arby's. Nom, 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 nom. But you're not my enemy. What is that? What the fuck? You're gonna invite Falter? Hell no. Absolutely not. Oh no. Oh no, I'm frozen, chat. Oh no, I'm frozen. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Alright, see you now. Go have a good one. I'll see you around. Get clowned on, nerd. Thank you so much for the level 6 hype chain. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are way too kind. Thank you for all the support recently. Y'all are literally popping the fuck off. And I appreciate you so much. Really quickly, chat. We are very close to 20k subscribers on my Reacts channel. Please go check it out. Once we hit it, I will react to, as promised, all 3 of the Goku versus Superman death battles. So, I know you guys have been asking me like crazy. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Did we just hit the play Superman?
No!
Where's my body? Where's my body? Oh, that was something. What redeem broke it? What redeem broke my mod? I got no body to blame, yeah. But you can say I'm really ahead of the VTuber news these days, I took no boobs, only face way too seriously. No boobs, only face. Oh my god. Oh shit. Alright guys, it's time for it funny! I was really ahead of the situation. Bro, I hate it here so much. I literally hate it here so much that you have no idea. Yeah, this is a cute dance party. I like that one. I think you got that. Stop calling me on Discord, bro. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone, Chad. I don't want to talk to you. I just know way to get ahead in life giving head, though. Oh. What are you done, man, giving head? Congrats on bikini outfit debuts. Thank you so much. So much table trade. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate you. Motherfucker got me jumping here in the cover team. I know. I was like, oh my god, wait, I gotta check my Discord. Oh, I don't have my Discord up. Fuck. I never put my Discord on during stream. I put it on my second computer, but not my main computer. I feel like a drink to go with this model. What is it? These nuts? Got him. Boom. Pointed laugh chat. Okay, it's time to get some news. If you're ready for it, everybody take news! And we're gonna hop right in. We are also gonna discuss, first up, some bans and suspensions. That's always first. We'll talk about debuts, graduations, all that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna hop into one of our big stories for today, chat, which is, of course, it's very controversial, VTuber group. So anyway, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on here. Hold the fucking phone. Hold on a second. Right here. Hold on, chat. One momento, chat. I got you a present. Here you go, guys. Yeah, I got you a present. Here you go. Now you can be beach themed. Congratulations, chat. You got an upgrade. Now you're beach themed. There you go. Are you happy about it? How's that look for y'all? You like that? Well, too bad. You don't get a choice. You don't get a choice, chat. Deal with it. Alright, guys. So I want to discuss, of course, some things going on in the VTuber world. And there's definitely some craziness all around as normal, guys. So I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Actually, I think I like it there. There we go. Okay, perfecto. So I'm going to discuss... Wait, the word is not allowed by Twitch, really? Which one? What did you say? I got jump scared by your character, but I'm here to test a Zolag code. What the fuck is a Zolag? Yeah, what the oh, Arby's? Oh, yeah, I banned that word. I literally banned the word Arby's. Yeah, no, but... I literally banned it just because I thought it was funny. Deme asking us to make a decision for us. Sounds like a parent to me. Like, I'm not your mom. What the fuck is a Zolag code on you? Is that a Zolag these nuts or something? Like, well, what are you gonna pull on me? Anyway, chat, I do want to remind you all that my merchandise is now available, chat. That is right. So if you want to get very limited time merch, I have a few standees that are available, chat. If you want to grab those of the deer, I've never had this model on a standee. Also, of course, I have the fridge magnet, the OG Dakimura. So if you want that one, we do have a restock of some of the mouse pads 1.0. I have like 2 of these play mats. If you want, it might be sold out. Actually, I don't know. Plushies are back. Hotkeys are back. We also have the soap. And by your request, guys, we do also have the dice. You guys asked me so much for these dice. So we were able to procure the stuff that we needed for it. So they are back on the website if you would like to grab all of those. Zudo, thank you for the follow. So really, really cool. Go check it out, guys. And of course, there's a little bit of foam sprayed if you would like that to clean your dirty ass hands. I know how you function, chat. Wait, you know what soap is? Wait, what? You know what brain cells are? Oh my god. We can be surprised at each other. We can just look at each other just like... I give my mods so much shit. I don't even know why they stay around. What scent is the soap? It kind of smells like your dad last night. It really smells great though. No, so this particular one, this flavor is called Goth Broth, which is my flavor. So it's like raspberry and creamy vanilla bean. Raspberry and vanilla bean. Also with a little bit of kind of like a rose, like back end on it. It's really nice. Look, guys, I tested this before we even like actually manufacture them. It's very nice smell.
You don't have to.
I burned it in my house. It smells so good. You know what, Tubesy and I stick around. Yeah, exactly. It's a really, really nice one. And of course, the very lovely Niren runs Midnight Candlery, so she was the reason we were able to do that. So of course, big thanks to her on that one. Also, I really like the art. The art is super cute. Look at that. It's so cute. I need the art by itself. I need to post that. Yeah, it's very, very cute. Niren is the GOAT for real, for real. All right, guys, so I want to talk about, of course, some band suspension issues. We'll talk about debuts and graduations, and we'll talk about this VTuber group. And I have a lot to say about this VTuber group because I want to be very, very clear with my messaging on certain stuff about it. So Frame, unfortunately, having a bit of issues, chat. Frame tweeting out, bro, you can't make this up. I'm the one that owns the trademark. YouTube, you bunked my whole ass account, my YouTube Premium. How am I supposed to watch Markiplier now? Well, Frame was actually hit by YouTube. We'd like to inform you receive a trademark complaint regarding your YouTube account. How are you, Yummy? After review, the following content has been removed from YouTube. Channel Frame. That is right. Literally the entirety of our channel was just like, yep, you're out of here. Absolutely crazy. Of course, Team YouTube says you should have received more info over email. However, guys, it does look like that Frame was able to get on this a little bit. So, of course, this person saying like, hey, like, you may have received a false claim or simply made a mistake, but clearly a mistake. Please review this as the actual trademark owner. Frame, this is an easy one to set right. So it does look like, unfortunately, I think it's just a false like flag or something like that. It seems like maybe they copyrighted the wrong thing. I don't know. Obviously, Frame owns her copyright. That's her. So very, very crazy that this happened. Please for your support, guys. Hopefully she gets it back very, very soon. Yeah, it's just bots. It's got to be bots. Speaking of bots, guys, let's also talk about the Malaysian VTuber name, My Name Bin. My Name Bin actually lost the entirety of their YouTube channel. Was suddenly terminated with no warning, no third strike, not even a second strike, so I could correct my mistake, and no clear explanation. The reason cited was nudity and sexual content. While my videos are not sexual, even content like reading bail with a friend are always heavily censored with no nudity or sexual gratification intended. I never actually uploaded nudity, no warnings were given before full termination. Absolutely fucking insane, chat, that you just straight up can just lose your channel because YouTube decides they just want to do that. And this has been something, Fatman, that's been ongoing pretty often. We've seen this going over the past couple months, in particular, the past 7 months, especially the start of this year. I know news in the bikini go crazy, right? But we've seen this a lot. How are you, waifu? We've seen this a lot in the past 7 months where a lot of people are losing their accounts for basically no reason. They'll just decide to strike them. I believe it is the bots that are on YouTube are falsely flagging a lot of this stuff, and then people have to appeal it and fight for it. I mean, I got demonetized for 90 days on my React channel. They said that I was posting sexually gratifying content. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I mean, this has even affected me at one point. It's certainly something that continues to be very, very ongoing, Chad. So when you see this stuff, please try to offer your support. And of course, at the same time, at Team YouTube to try and get this rectified for these other creators, chat. Got clippers as well. Next up, of course, is Cowie. Unfortunately, Cowie having issues as well with YouTube tuning out. I'm very tired of fighting against injustice over and over again, or feeling everything I built with effort and love. It's always a risk of being taken away. I was banned from Twitch for a year. The year before last. My only refuge at that time, only place that helped me cope with my anxiety, my loneliness, and sadness. I spent an entire year unable to return without having done anything to deserve it. Perhaps due to past reports or the desire of some malicious person. When I finally could return, I thought things would get better, but this year has been one of the hardest I've ever lived through. Malicious people have come into my life. People aren't part of my life, but who've decided to bother me. Since then, everything has crumbled. I received a warning on Twitch for no reason that I lost my YouTube channel with my video of 1 million views. I lost my family, not to mention my ex account is more shadow banned. Guys, this sounds extremely targeted, horribly targeted. I remember they just do ASMR. For a Spanish VTuber does ASMR. I lost what I won. All the space I built with so much effort over the years. Absolutely crazy. But even so, with a great soul, more now strength, here I am, because I built who I am. They can't take that away completely because I still believe in what I love. Because I still have those who accompany me, who understand me, and who support me without asking for anything in return. So, like, a really, really tough situation here for Howie. So, please offer your support, guys. It's just crazy that they've gone after all of her stuff. You know, having a video with 1 million views is a really, really big deal, chat. Obviously, the monetization that goes with that. The discoverability that goes with that as well. I mean, that's just... I cannot imagine, chat. I feel so bad for them. So, well, the thing is, like, a lot of this stuff is done by bots. Or a lot of it is just, like, people doing mass reporting. And the systems take so long to appeal it, let alone if there even is an appeal system. So it's just very unfortunate, guys. So definitely offer your support to them. I really hate to see that. Really, really shitty, guys. It could be both. It could be a combination. It sounds more targeted since it's all of their accounts. That's pretty nuts, you know? I mean, we see, like, a YouTube, maybe a Twitch, stuff like that go down, but other fancy, their ex, all that, that sounds pretty targeted, you know what I mean? All right, guys, so let's take in here with Lucy Bubs, who's taking a bit of a hiatus. This isn't goodbye, sinners. I've been struggling for a while without letting on how much. Moving has brought so many changes to my life, and I've been pushing myself too hard. It's time for me to take a step back, settle in, heal up, and come back even stronger. So they did do their last stream the other day, and they plan to return on streams for late July or early August. So I've known Lucy for a while. They're very sweet. I'll give them some love, guys. Hopefully we'll see them back very, very soon. Guys, let me get some claps for everybody today because we have tons of partner celebrations to talk about. First up for this one is Frosty, the smug snow fox, who has streamed for 6 years and finally made Twitch partner. Congratulations to them. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, lots of love to them. Of course, also we have Zai. Zai also getting a Twitch partner as well. Tweeting out, never in my life did I expect to have the purple check mark next to my name. Thank you guys for helping me hit Twitch partners. So again, congratulations to them. Also on top of that, guys, we have Kate Cat, who also got Twitch partner. Tweeting out, thank you so much. So again, big congratulations to them on hitting those goals. That is absolutely insane, guys. Again, it is so difficult to reach some of these goals sometimes. So big congrats to all of them. Absolutely incredible. Of course, I got one more to talk about, and that is Rip Nicole. Rip Nicole also, I think, 5 times the charm. Huge thanks to everybody who stuck around through the tech issues, the time switches, and very questionable content. We made it. Yeah, 6 years of grind is nuts. So big congrats to them, of course, on reaching their dreams of Twitch partners. So absolutely amazing. Also, a few things that we did miss that I do want to talk about event-wise. But first, let's give another congratulations, guys, to Liam from Face Connect, who just reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Absolutely big W for them. Amazing stuff. Getting that play button. So big congrats to one of your favorite viruses in the space, Leah from Face Connect. Very, very cool. In other news, guys, we do have a birthday event coming up here from Aeon, coming up Thursday, July 17th, on just 4 days at 5 p.m. EST. Let's take a look here at the trailer, guys. I'm telling you guys, some of those things are so hard to hit, so like, you really got to give them credit. You really got to give them credit. Very, very nice event. So that is coming up for their birthday chat. Of course, also, Pomapon has an event coming up as well. Look, I'm going to do better about deleting my my tabs, okay? Pomapon announcing from V4 pack your bags, guys, and welcome to Camp Balltail. They're doing a summer camp event from the 14th to 20th with collab, solo streams, camp activities, and a bunch more. So let's take a look. This sounds pretty exciting. It's like pretty fun. Yeah, that's very true, Drax. Yeah, I hope the best for them. Yeah, well, Nira, I think it makes my PC crash sometimes, so... Yeah, and what's up with the RAM sticks in? I gotta wait for the other piece before I do that. But yeah, basically. Once I get the other piece, I'll upgrade it. Looks to be like a good time, chat, so gonna go check that out over with Pomapon over on their channel. Also coming up, guys, is actually I think it started already. Yeah, it's Uncapped Boxathon for Nairas, who's doing looks to be like a subathon. So certainly go check that out. Here's some of the goals. And this started yesterday, their subathon, so the Boxathon, as they call it. Coming up here for Anime Impulse, first stage is actually going to be partnering with them. Anime Impulse tuning out. We're delighted to host Avalium and Ravenous from First Stage Production, who will be doing a 3D concert coming up August 29th through the 31st at Anaheim Convention Center. So I know Anime Impulse is definitely a pretty big event. So it looks pretty awesome to see all of these talents in 3D, especially a lot of male VTubers too.
There's a pet peeve of mine that has just been brought up recently.
What's that?
YouTube and Twitch go after certain tubers for literally the most random reasons, despite them not doing anything wrong. Meanwhile, other tubers who do far worse aren't even punished.
We talked about unequal enforcement on Friday. That's absolutely true. Parrot also tuning out. Parrot 4chan saying, my new model is done. Voices keep telling me I have to stream consistently. Anybody starts calling me a VTuber, I'll firebomb your house. And I'm like, yo, Parrot, a VTuber, finally. I've actually seen, yo, Mia, what's up? I actually saw Parrot's new model, guys. It is fucking amazing. You're gonna love it. Mia, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Alon, Heavy Metal Up, and we are covering VTuber news. Welcome on in. Roll that raid video. Let's do it. Hi, Mia. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Alar, the Heavy Metal Up, and we are all about absolute chaos here. We are covering some VTuber news today, but I just debuted my bikini outfit yesterday, so you came at a great time. How are you guys? Welcome to the absolute chaos! Okay, that's wrong. You can't play that routine. That's wrong. Man, I should tune into streams more often. Yeah, we're very chaotic here. We're all about absolute energy. So it's good to see you. How are you, Mia? We are also, funny enough, guys, we're also on Subathon day 224. No big deal. Yeah, we just been Subathoning for like a teensy bitty amount of time. Yeah, no big deal. So welcome into the chaos, guys. We're discussing a little bit of indie VTuber news, talking about debuts and stuff like that. And we're about to hop into a big story, but...
Well, Laura, I am amazed you find so much details on so many VTubers.
Bro, I do my research,
and I am very curious. Do you find this all by yourself?
Yo, Stego, thank you for the 3 gifted!
Send you the dirt or scoop on tubers, whether it be on Twitch, Twitter, X, or YouTube?
Stego, thank you so much for the 3 gifted. You get a Bully McGuire. Congratulations. Well, how was your stream? What did you do today? And guys, if you need to run, take a step away, lurk, get some food, get some drink, I am more than happy to take care of your community, Mia. You know it's, me and I have been friends a very long time. I've known Mia for literal years. When Mia was not Mia, I have known Mia, so we've been friends for a long time, but, that's a good question about my stuff. So I do have a channel that I pull from in our Discord where we talk about VTuber news and people link stuff. But the rest of it, I do it myself. It's all me. I get up about 3 hours before my my go live. I'm not a deer. Shut the fuck up. I get up about 3 hours before my go live. And I gather all my stuff. So I spend about 3 hours every news segment, even before I started, just getting all this stuff together. So, well, again, nice to meet all of you. My name is Alara. I do a lot of VTuber news coverage. I also cover a little bit spicier topics, sometimes even drama. One of these things we're going to talk about, though, is very serious, but obviously we're talking about good things right now, debuts and fun events coming up. So we're talking about Parrot Fortune, who is has a new model coming out, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've seen it in person. Oh, Cha-Cha, how are you? Guys, can we get a shout out for Cha-Cha, please? Hi, Cha-Cha, how are you, kitty? Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. But I've seen it. It's absolutely amazing, guys. You're gonna be so pumped for it. It looks wonderful. Also, on top of that, guys, it looks like Lana is back. That is right, guys. Lana has been on a very long break, of course, since May 19th. However, it does look like she's back. Let's see what she has to say. Yeah, very long break for Lana. How was your stream, though, Mia? What did Mia do, Mia crew? Oh my god, it's not even playing. What the fuck? I'm so stupid.
Your call has been forwarded.
Yeah, well, welcome to my stream, Ninja. We're all about Metal Chaos and Booba.
Hey, look, I just have to go. I can't do this anymore. Not now.
Yeah, too much, Booba. I am unfortunately blessed in many ways. And that is one of them. Someone would argue cursed. Yeah, that's me.
I did it. She's finally gone.
I didn't mean to take so long, but I'm back. I'm finally back. I changed.
Did Lana kill Lana?
I hope you like it. I have so much to tell you. Look, I don't have much time. Please, just meet me.
And this looks really good. I'm very excited. I love Lana.
PSD. I promise. I'll explain everything.
There you go, chat. So it does look like Lana will be back very, very soon. I will update you all when that goes down. Really, really cool. Some things that we missed, chat. Unfortunately, before we talk about upcoming debuts, the lovely Kana. Kana did debut her 2.0. It says, "Are you ready for a Duck Harpy Detective?" So here is her 2.0 model. Looks absolutely fantastic. Very, very cute. Of course, the big wings. I love that so much. Looks so, so good. Also, as well, guys, got some more to talk about that, miss. Yeah, she'll be back today. That's absolutely right. That is not the link that I wanted to press. Fuck. Blair also did their debut as well. This was back on the 12th of July. So it was actually yesterday, but they have a new outfit, as you can see, a cover song, and a lot more. So certainly go support and check them out. And most notably, of course, was Shy Lily. She did debut her new chibi model made by Blue Nami. Looks so cute. I pulled a clip for you guys. I love Blue Nami's work. We rated her the other day. We rated back and forth. She is so sweet. So let's go take a look here at the model itself, chat. It's so cute. The rigging is so good on it for him. I should follow back Shy Lily Virus.
It appears there have been some more nose boopers.
Very cute. So, yeah, the rigging on it is incredible. So Blue Nami always cooking with the chibi models. So big congrats to Nami, and of course, I don't know why I don't follow her either, bro. I never pay enough attention to my Twitter. It's ever since the subathon I've fallen off so hard. I just post my memes and that's it. And I used to actually have discussions and stuff with people, but I fell off so hard. Anyway, guys, I do want to talk to you guys about some debuts coming up. So pull out those calendars and let's discuss. What's up, Ginga? How are you? I did your wheel spins earlier. You got 50 minutes added, so congrats. Anyway, later today, chat, actually, right now, I'm sorry, is Buff Pup's Feral debut. That is right, guys. So that's actually going on right now. So of course, after you get your news, you can certainly go check out what happened with that one. Very cool. Also, we did officially get the rescheduled date for Yomi. Yomi is actually debuting their villain model coming up on July 15th at 2 p.m. EST. I know they had to move it because they had PC issues. So let's go take a look. I like the Bayo music. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like the Bayo music for sure. We got to see a little teaser of it yesterday. Yeah, Yomi was really cool and showed us a little bit. So we were very spoiled yesterday, chat. Very spoiled. I'm doing pretty good, Toby. How are you? We're just discussing, of course, all the debuts that are coming up here. Next up, of course, is Shibi. That is right, Shibi Cotton Bomb. Look, they have a little bit of a teaser for us. August 2nd is their 2.0 debut. Of course, the V Allure talent. So get excited for that. Of course, put it down on your calendar. Also coming up here is Melly. Melly is doing their 2.0 debut. 2 years in the making, 20 plus artists. Absolutely crazy. So July 27th at 5 p.m. PST. Let's take a look here at this trailer. That's actually 20 plus artists is nuts. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I had no idea it was gonna be so loud. Voice acting and shit, that's awesome. Nice, subathon. I like stuff like this. It's really awesome. So certainly go check out Melly's stuff going down. Yeah, when I debut my next model, we're still into subathon, right? Do I get to be like, oh my god, uncapped subathon? Do I get to slap that into my debut? Holy shit. Guys, let's also go look here at Crystal Milk Tea, who's also doing their debut coming up. Of course, they said their name is Crystal. I'm a former idol trying out a new adventure. I can't be tuned this from just yet, but wait until my debut on July 18th. So that's just in 5 days. Get excited for that one, guys, and go check out Crystal as well. Kind of new VTuber on the block. Also, here we have another debut. So many debuts to talk about, chat. This next one here is Faria Bin. and this is their debut trailer. What's up, Zero? How are you? Oh, wow, they have like a bunch of outfits. That's sick. A bunch of outfits and everything. So I can certainly check that out over on Maria Ben's channel. Coming out the 20th of July. Next up, guys, of course, we also have Fenari. Fenari is doing their 3D debut on the 15th. Looks like they got, unfortunately, Isekai in the trailer. What's up, Tavern Knight? How are you? Oh, shit. Ripperoni, bro. That's so funny. I love that. I love that. So certainly get ready for that. July 15th. So still on a slow work day. Nice, nice. We're just discussing what's going on VTubing right now. And finally, just one more debut to share with all of you. And that, of course, is the very lovely Sue, who is debuting very soon as well. So let's take a look at that trailer starting now. I need a model. It's super cute. Very cute. Yeah, very adorable. How are you there, Tavern Knight? What'd you do with Mia today? Yeah, I don't think I ever heard. What was Mia up to today? Oh, she's small. Must protect. Must protect. Yeah, been nice. I know Mia's had a lot of ISP issues. We've talked about it, so she finally got all that fixed. Very, very cute. So lots and lots of yapping. Trust me, I know Mia's a yapper and I love her for it. So we do a lot of yapping here too. So image available for a large screen outfit. There is not Gecko Ninja. I need to probably at least take a green screen picture for everybody. So I'll do that pretty soon. I've just been overwhelmed with all the stuff going on. So today, chat, we need to have a bit of a serious discussion. Now that we've got through all these debuts and stuff. We talked about some YouTube issues, things like that. But now, chat, I want to get serious here for a second because I want to talk about a controversy going around a recent VTuber group that I've seen a lot of stirring of discussion. However, I really haven't seen a lot of VTuber news outlets talk about it yet, or I have not seen a lot of bigger VTubers discuss it. So, everybody, buckle your seatbelts. Type 1 in the chat if you're ready, and here we go, because I want to talk about this particular VTuber group that just debuted, or at least came together, chat. And there's a lot to unpack. It's obviously what we're going to be discussing is very important. It's very heavy, so we need to discuss it. So I'm going to give you all the evidence first, chat. I'm going to show you everything, and then I'm going to tell you some of my thoughts about it, okay? And why this is so important to discuss. So, no, we're not doing Ninja Sanji. We're going to be skipping down to talk about this new VTuber group that has been out and about, and you can see, of course, their name right here, and saying they have assembled with these 5 members here, made up of Akemi, Shiro, Kitsura, Wendigogo, and Miku. This is a VTuber group at Corpo, comprised of 5 base anime girl VTubers, aren't afraid to speak their mind and go against what is deemed politically correct. So, number one, chat, I'm gonna say this right now. I know a lot of people are not comfortable with the R word. I'm not comfortable with the R word. I don't like that. Some people use it freely. I don't like it. I think it is, people use it as a slur. People use it as a way to insult people. It clearly has a negative connotation to it. I don't like this, right, chat? Now, I was really hesitant to discuss this to begin with, chat. Number one, because this, as I'm going to show you, this group is clearly, or I shouldn't say group, we should say there are individuals in this group that are doing things to be controversial, right? It's rage bait. Now, But I will tell you, chat.
I wanted to counter
I want to make
it
this very
jokingly with
clear.
the turd group debut, but Twitter doesn't allow turd in displaying names. There's
Really,
however,
that's crazy.
no problem.
Now, what I want to point out here, chat, is I have not really been able to see a lot of issues with 3 of these members. I did, so that is Shirwan, Nines, and Wendigogo. I went through their pages. Some of the stuff they have said is controversial, right? However, I don't think it is to the level of the things that we are going to be discussing in 2 of these other members. So I want to make that clear because I know that we're going to talk about guilt by association here. And we literally just talked about guilt by association on Friday. But however, this is a very different situation that I want to discuss with you. So, like, it's one thing to have guilt by association to something that is controversial, right, chat? It's another thing to have guilt by association when it's a literal Nazi. And chat, I hate to say that somebody is actually a Nazi. This person is literally, no fucking joke, an actual Nazi. Part of the problem when discussing these types of things is, unfortunately, the terminology of the word Nazi, right, is very watered down. A lot of people use that as an insult. A lot of people use it to, as like, oh, you're a right-wing believer, so you're a right-wing grifting Nazi. People say this all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's watered down the term. So now we're at the point when there's a actual Nazi that it's not taken, in my opinion, as seriously as it should. So I know this is a group. I do want to point out these 3 in the middle. I haven't really seen anything that is like crazy bad from these 3 in the middle. But obviously being associated with somebody that is a literal Nazi, and on top of that, in my opinion, using a slur is not okay. So we're going to talk about 2 people, but I do want to make that clear. I want to make that clear very early on. Does that make sense, chat? Are we all on the same page about that? Do we agree on that? In fact, man, I'm gonna wait till everybody agrees before we move on, because I think it's really important, right? Because I'm only gonna be talking about 2 of these members who I've seen stuff on. The other 3, not so much. But if you have proof of that, you have something that they've done, you know, feel free to drop in the Discord. But I do want to make it clear, we're only gonna be talking about this and this member today. These 3, I'm not really gonna be discussing, other than the fact that they literally are associated with a Nazi. So obviously that is a very bad look, and that is something that you probably want to consider. You should be considering distancing yourself from. Maybe they didn't know when they associate with a group. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, chat. I'm only here to tell you what I see and report on it. So, yeah, and again, I don't know about these 3. I couldn't find much, Mask, but again, you can pass along to me and I'll do a follow-up on it. So I was very hesitant to discuss this whole thing in the first place, right? I think it's just very much...
These degens are for attention. I'm surprised they aren't here trying to harass us, RN.
Hopefully not. And I do want to remind all of you, again, look at that pinned message, guys. I'm going to play the PSA again. As a big reminder, do not go harass anybody.
Before we dive into today's story, this is a public PSA. Do not harass anyone. Do not be mean. We are here to discuss today's story in a very positive and informational way.
Don't do it. Don't be that person. Just block and move on, chat. So, in my opinion, actually it's not an opinion. These people are clearly rage baiting, chat. They're clearly being edgy to be edgy, right? And I didn't really want to cover it because I don't want to give them any clout. I really did not. But now that we have crossed the point where one of these people is literally okay with sharing this, sharing that they are outwardly a Nazi, I believe it is not okay to sit idly by and watch somebody who is blatantly doing this share their rhetoric so freely with everybody else, especially in the VTuber community. I think that is wrong, and I think that this is at a point where it needs to be spoken about, right? So, anyway, this is where everything started, chat. This is where the group kind of assembled. Everybody, of course, on Twitter is very upset by this. Everybody, of course, calling it out. I mean, let's go look at some of the stuff here. Being like, I'm autistic, really care less about name if you tolerate these type of people to the point you'll join them in a group. I highly doubt you're a good person yourself, even if you claim these views are different. And we're going to look at some of the proof behind this. This is disgusting. This word is very much derogatory. I agree, term based to describe intellectually disabled individuals. It's called a slur for a reason. This is what happens when you don't gatekeep the hobby well enough. We're not afraid to be edgy and base despite all the people trying to cancel us. I bet no one knows who any of you are. So, obviously, guys, very much a lot of people are very much against this, calling this out. Obviously, there are some people that are supporting it. Yeah, it's not good. So I'm going to show you a lot of proof going on. Blacklist, as you can see. Anyway, chat, I'm not here to go through all these comments. I wanted to kind of show you a lot of people are against it. Obviously, Nicole retweets are as well. And this is not something that I feel like should be supported in any way, shape, or form. So, there was some information about how this name came about. And I think it was more of a joke, that they didn't really understand the importance of the name of it. Nines went on to say, sharing the blueprints to our evil grifter mastermind scheme. Very calculated until it didn't happen at a random whim one day. But they were talking about, Kimi's like, I'm going to make a group. It's going to be full of base VTubers that are cool and not weird. You're getting nothing out of joining except collabs, and should have the coordinate map picked up for your display. No size requirements, etc. Right? They go on to say like this, call it B-Risk or this, and let me in. Obviously, it was just kind of like meant to be a joke between them, but they were not thinking about the implication of using that name and that slur, right? So now we're going to go talk about, chat. We're going to go talk about this member named Miku. And guys, this is where we just completely go into a new direction. This person, literally in their words, chat. Fair enough. The only thing I don't support with the Nazis is on killing people. Everything else, I basically fully support. Not a joke. You can't make this up, chat. You literally cannot make this up. They literally are unapologetically okay with this rhetoric and sharing it around. Now, I thought maybe this was rage bait, right? Maybe this was something to, put gasoline into the fire, right? But which I will show you, that's what they're all about. But there is a clip I'm going to show you guys where, unfortunately, everything is proven to be actually real to me. So let's go take a look, guys. Unfortunately, this clip is very messed up. So there's only one part that I really want to show you within the clip right here. As we go through it, I think I'll probably get banned for it. But as you can see here, this is a toggle on their model, chat. Yeah, chat, there you go. So let's continue. I'm also going to show you why I believe using that word that they use as their name, right? This right here, they're using it in a derogatory manner, right? Obviously, this person here, they quote retweeted, and that post is gone, but they said, okay, our word, right? So they're clearly using it in a derogatory manner. They're okay with that. They're talking about First Amendment protection of speech. I don't know what this tweet was, but I will definitely say that they are not protected because a lot of the stuff that they say that I'm going to show you is hate speech. So let's continue. Of course, this person was permabanned off of Twitch. It says in public and private chat messages. And of course, they're permanently suspended because of their stuff saying, of course, like, Twitch is gay. Well, probably because my account was suspended. I just don't even stream there. I'm too dangerous just for chatting. And you've probably been reported for off-site behavior, right? So they are permanently suspended. They do stream on Rumble and I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. So guys, just a bit of a warning. We're going to continue here and talk about some stuff, of course. Akimi saying this. I don't know if they are of African American able to use this word. That's kind of up in the rafters on that one, but I will show you some other things they said that was pretty messed up. Of course, there is this right here. Pride Month is over. This is hate speech, chat. This is literal hate speech. There's no argument against that. That's literal hate speech.
Some people are just determined to set the world on fire. The fact that this
I feel like this is that
openly
situation.
advocating and supporting a horrible organization is absolutely disgusting. And to do this simply for means of attention is beyond my comprehension.
Hate speech is not protected by the First Amendment.
There's absolutely no excuse for this kind of behavior.
Agreed. Liger goes on to say, you know, if the big names in the English scene are speaking up about this, we'd be able to kick out these people, the Nazis, but because everybody wants to be non-political hugbug, the Nazis are taking over the scene. And of course, Bella going on to say, nice team you got there, liking a group up for us so we can just blacklist them in one fell swoop. And obviously you can see that there's some very horrible things said here in these screenshots. I showed you this one, but I mean, this is just absolutely just disgustingly gross. Same here as well. I mean, this is just horrible, horrible things, chat. This is hate. This is vitriol and hate and not something that should be allowed on any platform, chat. Not okay. Not okay at all. Let's continue here because I want to show you some of the other screenshots that go along with this one as well. Can y'all read that okay?
Free speech is null and void on social media, as they are privately owned entities not of the government. You're at the mercy of the does.
So I think I've at least established for you that this particular person is not a good person at all. Spewing hate, horrible things. On top of that, literally unapologetically, no fucking joke, a Nazi. But the reason that they are doing this, chat, the reason that they are doing this is, unfortunately, it's rage bait. It's hate. It's being edgy to be edgy. And unfortunately, chat, it's working for them. And that is why I want to talk about this today. That is why this is a problem. They're going on to brag about their earnings for the month here. You know, they got this money and views. They're also talking about all the people that showed up to their streams after they shared all this information, right? Thank you guys so much for we had over 350 viewers. Chat, please listen to me. Throwing through controversy like this is not the way to go, and it's not okay. Because you might see it as a positive, but it's always short-lived, and it never results in actually any type of growth. But these people are rage baiting you, chat. They are rage baiting you. They are doing this on purpose for controversy, to get you stirred up, to get you to buy into it, to talk about it, they get more attention, etc., etc. And I hate the fact today that I am having to talk about it. You know what I mean? I hate that so much. But, chat, but at the end of the day, this has gotten to be such a big deal. I want to talk about it with you all so that way you can spread the word and you can do what is best here, which is obviously to block, ignore them, and leave them alone in their own corner, right, chat? Obviously not to harass them, you know, report and move on, right? Because there's some things they're saying here that is not okay, right? This is literally just edgy to be edgy. It's hate to be hate. And it is already stirring things up. And they're profiting from it. They're getting views by doing this stuff, right? This ideology. I can't believe I have to say this, guys, but the ideology of this stuff, it's harmful. Being a Nazi, obviously, like they're saying they don't wish on killing people, but they believe in everything else. That is harmful to other people. That ideology, spreading the rhetoric, is dangerous, chat. Allowing people to believe that that behavior is okay is unacceptable. Allowing people to believe that behavior is okay is only supporting belief that other people are safe to practice that themselves. And that is not okay. And I will draw the line there, guys. And I will speak out about these things. This is not okay, chat. In any way, shape, or form. I want you to treat this report today as a PSA. I really hate giving them attention. And they're probably going to react to this video. And you know what? I can't stop them. But at the end of the day, I think I've shown a good proof of things that they have said that are horrible. And I've also shown other things as well, where showing proof that they're only doing this for views and money and things like that as well. Sometimes, guys, the best bleach is sunlight. And that's where we're at. I do also want to talk about, I know I talked about Miku. I do also want to talk about Akimi here just for a moment. Akimi had this back and forth with a advanced GG rep named Vicky. I'm not going to get into this situation, to be honest. It's kind of its own separate thing. But what I want to show you is the messages that Vicky posted that outed Akimi. So let's go take a look at these messages, chat. I would never date somebody with this colored skin. I only want to see brown when I flush the toilet. Rice is clearly Indian. I'm God, this person that makes up for his street shitting behaviors. I'm going to break up with him. You're going to break up before rallying Mini. I'm kidding, but please don't make people think I'm dating. I would legitimately rather unalive than date somebody that isn't white. I want to see her destroyed, or maybe gets her attention publicly. I hope she unalives herself. Now, Rob, I told you, I wanted to focus on these two because these are the two people that I've seen the stuff before. And I had Akimi blocked before I even reported on this. And I was like, why did I have Akimi blocked? I literally could not remember. And it was because of this. It's hate. It's vitriol. It's racism. It's literal Nazi chat. And I'm not saying that like, you know, people like, oh, you're right-wing grifter Nazi. Like, no, they're actually a Nazi chat. We say this with all truth in it. They literally admit it. You can see it in their practices. You see in the words they say. They are using this kind of stuff to bait people. It is rage bait. It's being edgy to be edgy. Cause controversy. Stir up everybody and get attention and money from it. And I really, really hope by discussing this today, chat, you will not buy into it. Because unfortunately, as you can see here, chat, it is happening. Yeah, somebody said kids who got called out or got attacked by them, right? And like, there's nothing you can say about this situation to defend yourself. You are a horrible person doing horrible things, spouting horrible stuff to other people. There's no free speech. There's no, oh yeah, you know, we're making a group where, you know, we want to be, where it's okay to be, go against what's deemed politically correct. This is hate speech. Period. There's nothing, there's no defending anything that they've said, chat. But unfortunately, people are showing up. People are watching their things, right? So now we come to one of the members, who, Nines, who says a lot of people are scared of being canceled, and are pressured or bullied into staying silent, or to pretend to agree with it, or the last voice is correct. I just realized they're following me. What? Okay. Anyway, pretend to agree with whatever the last voice is correct. Like, Nines, if you were watching this or the other three members, because I don't have I didn't find any stuff on you. I really hope you will reconsider looking at one of the members of the group, the things that they believe in. If you truly and honestly want to support a group member that believes in that kind of stuff, that's not controversy. That is hate and vitriol. That is a little person that believes in a dangerous retort. That's not just controversy where you disagree on an opinion. An opinion and being like an opinion where you disagree with somebody and being a Nazi are completely separate situations. Continuing here, whatever the last voice to say is crap and people are exhausted, real fatigue setting in, the more we speak up, the closer we get to a place where different opinions can actually exist without people being shunned by specific groups who love to push ideology and everybody else. And I think that there is a certain point to this where it's like, it's okay to share your different opinion, but there's a difference between an opinion and hate speech. And that's where we're at now, chat, with this particular member that we've looked at a lot. And same with the other one as well. Akimi and Miku. So let's continue kind of looking here, guys. Unfortunately, one person that kind of spoke out about this, not saying that they're directly tied to why this happened, but they did make a post. And unfortunately, guys, Myra, who's a V artist, is getting death threats over the fact that I don't want shit like this in my community. Proves the point. And it's very unfortunate because there are people that think it is okay to support this type of things. Continue said that she spoke to Nines and told her about Miku. Nines said that she is her own self and she has her own opinions. These endorse other distinct and they have their own opinion. And I think that's great, Demon. Don't get me wrong, but there's a difference between being in a group where you have different opinions and somebody that is literally spewing hate speech. You know, like, now the moral obligation becomes extremely different. Does that make sense? Yeah, before I continue, does that make sense? It's very important that we make that distinction, right? Sorry, I want to take a sip of my drink. Yeah, and no, and thank you so much for sharing that, Demon. Again, I don't really want to speak too much about those other three members, just because I didn't have anything really on them. It was mostly about these two, which you made clear when I started coverage. But thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate that. So I think right here, chat, is a decent summary here coming here from Nearlina. Nearlina says, okay, possibly unpopular opinion, but it's kind of boring how people are still surprised by right-wing VTubers finding success in this space. I mean, I'm not really going to speak about the right-wing VTuber part, but I am going to talk about this person being a little Nazi. Every time I do grift drops, we get outraged, shocked, or upset, but it's even not valid of a feeling to have anymore. Reason why people like Kirsten Rev has a big of an audience as they do, regardless of backlash, because right-wing VTuber fans actually go their way to support these variants. Now, look, I'm not going to comment here on Kirsten Rev, but I do think that my whole point in showing this tweet is to show you that, unfortunately, there are fans who will go out of their way to support this type of behavior. Are they right-wing? I can't say, right? But what I can say is there are people that support in hatred. It's not sustainable, but it shows results, right? As we saw from the screenshots, and I'll show you a screenshot here as well. You know, look at Rumble. Look at their viewership, chat. I mean, that is disappointing. That's horrible. That we are, as a community, as a group, looking at this behavior and go, this is horrible. And maybe this is botted, I don't know. But looking at this stuff and seeing that support on that is horrible. You know what I mean? So there are VTuber fans. I'm not going to comment on these parts, right, chat? But VTuber fans, I actually go out of their way to support fans. Unfortunately, there are VTuber fans that are supporting this type of stuff. And that's really sad. And you can see here from, again, they're talking about how I mean, this is a money screenshot. Maybe it's fake, but they're making money, chat. They had a peak viewership. I mean, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Why are we supporting this type of behavior? That's not okay. Those fans actually watch their content, tune into their stream, support them financially, and the reason to stay and do what they do, which is not okay, right? Yeah, the space complaints there's not enough anti-bigot big VTubers while not doing anything past Twitter likes to actually help people as such grow. I think more than anything, chat, in a situation like this where this is blatantly somebody sharing hate speech and horrible ideology and rhetoric, this is the time to, I felt like that I had an obligation to use my platform to speak about this, because I think maybe Kitsu covered it. And I've seen some VTubers covering, but I feel like I have an obligation as not a giant VTuber, right? But a larger-isk VTuber to discuss this and share this with all of you, because this is not okay. These are not people that should be in our community, that should be allowed to do this type of stuff, to have a toggle with the fucking Nazi salute. I mean, why is that okay? You know what I mean? Even if just like activism cannot end on Twitter, like we actually have to come together as a collective and support each other. Y'all actually want to see change in the culture, and I agree with that. And this is the time right now, chat, to say something about it. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, I think talking about something on Twitter is literally the bare minimum of what you can do. I think Twitter does not, in my opinion, really count for shit, because people can spew whatever they want in there. People can say the most hateful stuff, and there's no consequences. When you go outside of that, right, there's a lot more to discuss around it. So I would say, if anything, just being on Twitter is the bare minimum of activism, right? Both artists and Rigger, that was okay for making that too. Yeah, I'm very surprised that somebody was okay with that. It's actually discussing about AO when I was eating breakfast. I'm like, why would somebody be okay with making that a toggle? You know, like, maybe they made it themselves, I don't know, but as you can see here, around stuff like these people and other small crifters, we're going to continue to steal the spotlight away from people that might actually deserve it, right? While the rest of us continue to be demoralized and stuck twiddling our thumbs. So again, a reminder, chat, I just want to tell you, these three in the middle, I didn't see anything on their timeline or any proof that I could find. If you want to send it my way, you totally can, but I didn't see anything necessarily about them. But I don't know if they know that this person is like full-blown Nazi. I did see retweets and stuff like that. They might believe that somebody is able to believe their own thing, but I think it's just like, bro, you got to wake up and like look at this stuff and be like, that's not okay. You know what I mean? And being cool with what Miku and Kimi said is not okay. It's hate speech. It's not a difference of opinion anymore. It's hate speech. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they just got involved with it and they're like, oh shit, I have no idea. But the proof that I have is only about, of course, these two, which is Kimi and Miku. So I want to make that very clear in my coverage today, guys. If I find more proof of the other stuff, I'll be glad to show it to you. But obviously, the past few days, we talked about guilt by association. However, doing a guilt by association with somebody that is spewing hate speech is very different from association of somebody that is, of course, fired in controversy, as opposed to a different situation we talked about. So, what are your thoughts about this, chat? And literally, it's rage bait and edgy to be edgy. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's literally to stir up a big drama and to get you involved with it. Mask, I'll take a look at that because that's 4chan involved. Actually, hold on a sec. Let me look at it here. Anything that's 4chan, I'm like, you know. Yeah, I mean, in this particular thing, they're just complaining about
exactly
4chan.
Why I've completely lost faith in humanity, and humanity is doomed as a whole. I want this Nazi Miku dead. I'm German descent, and I am actually disgusted and offended.
Yeah,
there's
Dark
no
Sky.
Place for Nazis.
No.
Ever. And
Absolutely
it's sad
no.
that our government
I'm gonna stop you there.
Before I say
I'm gonna
anything
stop you there.
Get me in trouble.
You do not say that shit in my stream. No. You do not say that shit in my stream. Absolutely not. I'm not okay with that. You don't say that shit in my stream. Yeah, I don't care how long you've been here. You saying that? You're literally giving them ammunition. I hope you realize that. I hope you realize that by you saying that, you're now giving them ammunition to use against me. I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. And I'm not okay with the part about telling them to unalive. Absolutely not. That's not okay. That is not okay. And the problem is when you say that kind of stuff, they can try to invalidate my whole arguments by those types of things. I'm like, oh, well, even though I laid out the most perfect, most wonderful coverage in the world, by you saying that, you will tear down my argument. We're better than them. And we should not be saying things like that or wishing those things upon them. They might be the most horrible people in the world, but if anything, lock them up. Or at least, like, put them in a place where they can try to better themselves or something, because that is crossing the line that I'm not okay with. Absolutely not. And I'll make that very clear right now. Yeah, I mean, they've already been deplatformed, you know, like, but don't make me look bad and don't make my community look bad. That's not okay. Yeah, you're literally just giving ammunition. When I took the time to be very careful and explain everything very carefully, you're giving them ammunition, and that sucks. Because I don't want that for them, right? I want them to be held accountable for the horrible things that they're saying and doing, right? And it should be deplatformed. Yeah, we need to be better than these hateful people. Anyway, chat, final thoughts that you want to share about this? Yeah, final thoughts that you want to share about this. So I got thoughts in here put together. I hope for us that their edgy phase eventually ends. I mean, people need to call this out. You know what I mean? People need to talk about this. People need to bring it into the sunlight. This is not okay behavior. Not okay behavior. Again, and I asked you all specifically, I'm going to remind you, do not go and harass these people. The best thing you can do is dry them up. Block them, move on, let other people know. That is the best thing that you can do in this situation. Absolutely best thing you can do. The horrible people, they need to not have an audience to spread those horrible things. Exactly. So, I'm sure, chat, we're gonna probably talk about this
Honestly,
more.
I do hope they get deplatformed and end up as a cautionary tale at best and lol cows at worst.
I think we will cover this again, chat. I think that they're probably gonna cover it. They're probably gonna make fun of me and whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to cover my stuff and you want to try to invalidate everything I said, good fucking luck. You know what I mean? Like, you are spreading hate. You are a horrible, horrible person. And for you to believe in these things and spread it around through your pictures and your streams and all that stuff, no, bro. There's a lot of stuff that is controversial, but this isn't controversial, chat. This is hate speech. It's different. It's a whole new level. So thank you guys for, of course, discussing it. I appreciate your very mature conversation. And now,
Most
chat,
VTubers
we're gonna
are
go into
speaking
another
about this,
subject.
From what I gather, would you want to give attention to this kind of stuff as a busy content creator?
Right,
Or
and I really
just
didn't
gloss
want to.
over it because it's obvious rage bait / no intention to give them any attention?
Right.
I like the latter.
And that was what I was wrestling with as well. I'm like, I don't want to give them attention, but at the same time, there's like a level where you can ignore it so they don't get attention, but there's also a point where you call it out, so that way you bleach it. Sunlight is the best bleach, right? Like, I feel like sometimes you have to call out really horrible behaviors when it gets to a certain point, and I think this is just it crossed that line for me personally.
I just want
you know,
to say I'm of German descent, and I have conditions where the mustached man would have unalived me over. My grandpa was forced to fight for the Nazis under threat of execution. I find Nazis abhorrent, but I find this situation just dumb and self-destructive.
Exactly. It's now just become a PSA. You know, I don't want to give them attention, but at the same time, I will break down their arguments and I will show you all the things that they've done, so that way there is proof of the things that have been said. You know what I mean? And if somebody else wants to, you know, if they want to cover it and talk about it,
I was gonna
good fucking
ignore
luck
it because
explaining
I
these
didn't
horrible
care
things you
too
said.
much, and if saw most other people calling them a Nazi, I would ignore it because it's washed down.
You're right,
so
and that's
much.
the problem.
What you talking
That's the
about
problem.
actually made me pay attention into the story.
That that's actually the problem, Snake, is it's watered down. People are like, oh, you're Nazi. You're like, whatever it is, they'll just call you a Nazi now. But when somebody is actually a Nazi, people don't take it seriously, or people aren't looking at the story because it's watered down. So when somebody actually is, it's like, oh, no. Like, we got to blow this up a little bit. So here's the story, chat. Let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about. And that is going to be the Deme and Rosie Belmu situation. Just a little bit of a reminder, chat, in this whole situation. When we were talking about this before, I was talking about Deme. I was talking about Deme and the things that is saying about a particular streamer. Ended up making a tweet that was, I think some people took it out of context and kind of took it the wrong way. However, the way that she treated it ended up being really bad. Really bad. So it was very fucked up in how people treated it. However, Deme took it way too far. Like, this person ended up dunking on him live on stream, and she definitely took it too far, right? And when I left up on my coverage, I thought it was gonna be more of she made a mistake, she went in too hard, she was gonna apologize, and that was it, right? There wasn't gonna be an additional crash out. I was wrong, chat. I was very optimistic. Deme was gonna recognize the toxic behavior. She said something about it in a tweet as well that I showed you guys. She was like, hey, like, I deal with this all the time. It gets really annoying. However, chat, it got worse. So I want to go and watch Rosie Belmu. Rosie Belmu did make a video on this. It's called She Called Me Out on stream. And this is where Deme kind of doubled down on everything that had to do in this situation. I feel like I've watched most of this video. I haven't watched all of it. So let's see what Rosie has to say about the situation, and obviously talking about her involvement in it. And I have some things that I want to add as well into it. So, yeah, I got worse.
I'm just gonna say it blatantly. I think it's behavior. I do.
Huh? Kaboom.
If you did this on Twitter, people outside your audience would see it and be like, whoa, this is too far. And I just don't want to see it on Twitch. That's my entire motive for covering it. Is I just don't like to see that.
From what I saw of this, I felt like Rosie's response was good, but I'm gonna be fair, I haven't watched like every single minute of it. I had like 4 minutes left, so let's watch it.
Type of behavior on Twitch from anyone. Here's the context for those of you guys who are not in the know about what happened. Deme makes a tweet that says, I hate when people say
What's up,
streaming
Dragon? How are you?
is hard. It's really not. I'm blessed as F. Being able to sit on my arse all day, yapping, playing games, and reacting to videos, taking breaks whenever I want to is a privilege. She makes this post.
And his post, I felt like, was fine. I think a lot of people mistook it because she was talking about streaming is hard, but not, it wasn't referencing everything else behind it. And that's where a lot of the controversy started, because a lot of people got really upset. They were like, well, all this stuff behind streaming is really hard. But that's not what Deme was talking about, right? Also, Rosie, you're using fucking light mode. I'm sorry, chat. Never mind. We can't watch this video. Rosie uses light mode.
There are some people who disagree with her. One of them is Monya, who says, in a quote retweet, it's easy when you've got a whole team manager or corpo backing you, but doing it all solo, not so much. You're marketing yourself, engaging with your community, handling biz relationships, editing for shorts, planning your next move. No, it is hard for some. Respect that. And
again, this is where Monya kind of took it the wrong way. That's not what Deme was talking about. But again, like, you're allowed to share your opinion and stuff like that. But I feel like Monya didn't really need to. She didn't understand, right? She didn't understand what it was about.
When she made this post, Deme proceeded to
No, it definitely, Deme is right on that one.
Follow-up post saying, sorry, you can't handle another opinion, I guess.
And it's where Monya kind of pushed it a little bit, like, bro, if she blacked you, moved on, like, why are you complaining, right? So, this is where Monya did wrong, but Deme obviously took it to the next level.
And after this, Deme went to stream and talked about her, and that is the part I am disagreeing with. The additional context here is I wouldn't have even made a follow-up video in any capacity if she did not talk about me.
Rosie did make a video about this, by the way. And this is where Deme kind of crashed out again.
If you guys want to say, you don't even have to go over this, it's extra farming it. I understand. I just don't like when people take me out of context. Reminder, don't go into Deme's socials, harass Deme or her community. People take it too far, all right? It's about criticizing an action.
What, like, I don't understand. I have been the same since the beginning, and because of that, I have to change because of what other people think I have to be. Why the fuck do I have to be what other people think I have to?
Amonia said, or Rosie said Amonia's tweet was directed towards Deme. It was just in general. My problem with the superstar is like it's misrepresenting what Deme's post was about to begin with, because it wasn't about everything else that goes into streaming. It was just streaming itself. You know what I mean? So like, Monia, the only thing she did wrong was mistake the initial tweet. And she was like a little aggressive about it, especially with the respect that at the bottom. And obviously complaining she got blocked. That's where Monia did wrong, in my opinion.
To do. I don't know who she's talking about here, but me personally, I never alleged that. I think it's just the behavior that she did, big or small, is a problem.
Here's a small segment on stream. We will go back to this later.
Anyway, bitch, I fucking blocked her because it was so stupid. Look at this fucking thing.
You could do it small or big, but when you're bigger, more people are going to notice it, right? There's just going to be more people who notice you do a behavior, so you're going to get criticized more than you would be if you're small, because more people are going to come across it.
Oh, I'm a big bully because I called somebody out for having a stupid opinion. I can't do that. I can't.
I mean, you can, but because you're in a public space, people will criticize it, right?
The issue is, guys, it's like, I'm going to tell you, when you're a bigger streamer, it's not worth it. It's really not. Yeah, Deme blocked Monia and then went on stream to start talking about her. Well, it's like, there was really no need to do that, you know what I mean? Like, just block and move on, especially when you're at a certain point, or really just for anybody. I feel like if you block and move on, unless they're like slandering you or doing something like horrible, right? Monia wasn't doing any of that stuff. It's okay to defend yourself when it's really like horrible, but this is just like a personal disagreement. Like, just block and move on, you know? Like, but you gotta understand also that if you block somebody and you go to a stream and start talking about it, like, you're welcome to do that. You gotta understand, it's a bad look, you know? And you're a really, really big streamer. Most people are gonna expect from you just to move on. And for me, like, when I block people, I just move on. You know what I mean?
Fucking do that? That's so stupid.
It's bad optics, exactly.
Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this.
Oh, here
when
I
you
am.
make a tweet like...
But like, I just feel like for Deme, it's kind of like she took it too far. And that's okay. And you're like, it's not okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to even apply. It's not okay to take it too far, but it's okay to at least admit that you fucked up on that part, right? But I don't think Deme's apologized for that, as far as I know. You know, like, we all get emotional when you step too far. If you get too heated about something, it's okay to recognize that. And like, yeah, I fucked up. It's okay to make mistakes, right? But at least apologize for it.
Yours and invites discussion. Yes, a lot of people legitimately commented about their own personal opinions. Did you see me respond to every single one of them? No.
Right, but it's
I
that she doubled
responded
down.
to a few that were being delusional.
Okay, so I don't understand why she is saying, like, oh, I didn't respond to every single one of them. I never alleged that she did. It just seemed like she kind of took it personally. I'm sorry, and I get that she would be mad that I'm calling it out, right?
It definitely poked a nerve for her. She already said this on Twitter. Deme already said it. It poked a nerve for her. You know, she was tired of kind of taking it over and over. I get that, Deme, 100%. But at the end of the day, like, you still have to control your emotions, right?
I saw Kitsu react to Rosie's video. Honestly, Deme
Right.
is doing herself no favors by lashing out people for criticizing her for dragging Monia's name and saying awful and slanderous
Right, like she
things
was no
when
better
she's
than
never
Cinder.
known
That was
Monia.
fucked up. That was way
Monia
too
is not
way
a
too far.
saint in this, but Deme is making herself look like the worst person in this drama.
From what I've
Also,
seen so far, I
lashing
agree.
out at Rosie is just as bad cause Rosie is a very nice and reasonable person discussing this drama.
Yep.
Speaking of apologies, I want to apologize. I'll admit I went too far in some places. No ifs, ands.
Darkseid, I think you need to take a break, my dude. Step away from stream for a while. If you're that heated and saying things like that, you need to take a break. You know, the thing is I've known Rosie for a really long time, chat. I've known Rosie for a very long time. And I feel like Rosie always presents things in a pretty neutral stance on a lot of stuff, right? So like, and when Rosie talks about content and stuff like that, I don't really watch her content about it, but when I have watched their content about it, normally I feel like it's a fair take. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like she's pretty neutral with most of her takes. So like, in this situation, it kind of feels weird to go after Rosie because she's known for being neutral, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make an assumption for myself. Only you can make that, chat, but I feel like I'm pretty neutral because I do like to play devil's advocate and talk about both sides. But again, that's how I feel about my own content. Really, only you guys can decide that for me.
I get that she'd be like, what the fuck? No, I'm not. Like, I get her being defensive, okay? I feel like that's fine, whatever, but 10 minutes on
it touched a
stream,
nerve.
also, I never realized
Rosie
that,
Mod here.
you know...
Rosie always works to take a neutral and realist
Right.
approach with things.
Exactly.
She did it with every person.
Maybe you felt personally about it. No, I only cared when somebody put out my name to be fucking blocked.
This is what I meant, by the way, by saying Demi might have taken it personally and...
Yeah, like, why? I'll be honest, like, I'm gonna be so real with you. But why do you care? You know what I mean? Like, people can block you for whatever reason. Like, people block me all the time. There'll be sometimes I'll go on a post, I'm like, oh, this person blocked me. I have no idea why. But I don't, like, invest into it. Like, maybe they don't like large boobs. Maybe that's why they block me, you know? Like, there's a million reasons. And some person could talk shit about me and they just decide to block me. You know, like, it's not worth investing into. And to be honest, bro, I am hardly on Twitter these days. I check my notifications for Twitter like every 3 or 4 days. I am so behind on it. So, like, if you're invested that much into Twitter, my personal opinion, get the fuck away. It will help your mental health so much. Ever since I started investing less into Twitter, guys, my mental health is so much better.
Not just as something Monia is saying larger streamers might have access to that she didn't.
You got a whole team. You're talking to me? Me. Bitch, you don't even know who the fuck I am to be saying that shit to me. A manager? What fucking manager?
I mean, again, like, just, this is unnecessary, you know what I mean? Like, and also, if you wanted to, hypothetically, if you're Deme, and you want to talk about this, you can also talk about this in a very constructive way as well. You can literally be like, hey, Mona, I don't understand why you thought this, because I was talking about streaming itself, not everything behind it, but I understand, Mona, why you probably thought that, but I am going to call you out because you took it the wrong way. And next time, when you look at a situation, instead of just immediately being, like, aggressive, like with this respect that, instead just kind of consider all the options. If you don't know, ask a question in the comments. Boom. There you go. I literally just broke down Mona's stuff in a constructive way without attacking her. It could have been that easy. It really could have been that easy.
What manager? Guys, what manager? Where's the manager right now? A corpo backing you. What corpo?
I mean, she quote retweeted it, so it's clearly about that.
Corpo. Guys, you need a manager. Okay. Where's the corpo, guys? Guys, corpo? Corpo? Any corpo?
The problem is, chat, and I want you all to listen to me, okay? And maybe we need to clip this, but I want to say it again. I think there are far too many times where everybody, either one has to be right, or two has to have the moral high ground. And because of that, everybody is so aggressive towards each other on social media. It's unnecessary, guys. People often misunderstand. People often make mistakes. And that's okay, but when we continue to be so aggressive about this stuff towards other people, you are setting the tone. You are setting the condition that it is okay for everybody else to do that on social media, to be that way, to be hateful, to be aggressive. And guys, we need to, as a culture...
My bad if I came off inflammatory earlier, Elara.
No, you're
2,
good.
Getting off Twitter is always a winning move. Productive conversations really can't happen on Twitter or public social media in generalimo.
We as people, as a culture, as human beings, need to move away from being so aggressive to each other and trying to instigate arguments constantly. It's not okay. It's taking away from actual conversations that we could be having that could be productive and positive and setting an actual culture of positivity and conversation. But instead, everybody has to fight. Everybody has to prove they're right. And I hate that so much. I hate that so much. And I want to do a better job about that because I've done a bad job in the past about it too. We all need to work towards a more positive way of having a discussion rather than aggressively trying to be right. We need to come into it with a mindset of learning instead of, oh, I have to be right. Guys, who gives a shit if you're right? It's not about being right all the time. It's about bettering yourself and learning and being positive and bettering yourself. You know what I mean? Like, why do we constantly have to be right about stuff? I'm going to tell you, chat, one of the greatest things I ever learned in my life was it's okay to be wrong because you can't learn otherwise. Flip and ship that shit. Like, everybody's so aggressive all the time, chat, and it's so horrible, you know? We don't have to be that way all the time. And this is just a classic situation of that. Deme felt like what she said, you know, was right, which I'm not saying her initial statement wasn't wrong because her initial statement was fine. People took it out of context, but instead of politely correcting them, we came to a place of hate and a thing of where we're just dunking on this person when it never needed to be that way.
But anyways, back to the original point.
Maybe you felt personally about it. No, I only cared when somebody put out my name to be fucking blocked.
You cared about it then. It
Why
was
do you care
personal.
about my opinion.
You cared
Like,
about it.
If you didn't care that they disagreed with you, right? Like, that's not the issue. Why care about me disagreeing at all? So what I'm referring to when you see that when you make a tweet like yours and invites discussion, I went over this in the video that I made the other day, but what I mean is when your post invites discussion is I have seen this tweet once every year. It resurfaces every year on purpose because it's
yeah, that's true. That's actually so true. A question from chat here. Why she use AC Balance tweet that started cursing and the other sus things? What are you talking about, Gia, dude?
really good. It's really good engagement bait, and every year, people like
yeah,
to
it
go back
always
and forth about their
resurfaces
personal
like every
experience of
7
whether
months.
Streaming is hard. So you could make this post. What I'm saying is you could make this post and go to the beach and come back, and the tweets would write themselves. You wouldn't even have to engage in the discussion. Your comment section would be back and forth the whole day, right? So I was a little bit surprised that she made this post, not thinking people are gonna disagree or have discussions in the comments. That's why I was saying, hey, like, if you're not somebody who tends to post a lot on Twitter, what you said in this post just leads to many people who are gonna want to talk about it.
Like, dude, they just had a different opinion and just wanted to share with you. It's not about the different opinion! I blocked her for my own mental strain. I'm allowed to do that.
By the way, I never said that you're not allowed to fucking do that. I think blocking is great. I think if you want to be done with something and your mental health is taking strain over a dumb Twitter post, you should absolutely block and move on.
Yep. Past news before this one. For who? Me, or are you talking about... Oh, were you talking about, where were you talking about the, VTuber group? Yeah, I think you were talking about the VTuber group. Yeah, one of those tweets was from Anna. The only reason I wanted to use it was because it showed the viewer count. Again, me and Anna are not... Anna came by my stream and literally, insulted Rima and me and my audience on all kinds of stuff and said I was transphobic. So Anna and I are not on good terms at all, but I wanted to use that screenshot because I had a viewer count in it. That was it. Yeah. No, trust me, I'm not an Anna fan at all.
The thing that I said is that I particularly think it's unhinged in comparison to go and insult them to this degree on stream, sorry. That was my issue, not them blocking or deciding
right.
they didn't
want
to
you're going on stream and insulting them.
So this is not what I am saying or not what I ever have said.
Oh my god. That. Are people insane? Are people insane that I have to fucking like am I not allowed to block somebody? I have to like explain why the fuck I'm blocking to them? The fuck?
I find this really funny. Not to explain why you blocked them. No, you don't, but the thing is that you chose to go and explain about it on your stream. And that's why we're watching it. You know what I mean? Like, you could have blocked him and move on, but you chose to explain. Like, that was your decision, you know what I mean? And again, you have to understand, if you want to do that, that's your choice, but you got to understand you're not free of the consequences from that.
No. See, this is what I don't like. It's focusing on something I never said. That's why. Do you guys see how this is kind of?
Yeah,
frustrating
I
for me
think
to
she
read?
dismissed the point.
It's like, yes, my entire point of making this post was to say that you are not allowed to block anyone who makes you uncomfortable.
Fuck are you talking about? Why are they talking about it being personal when they invited Deme and got personal about it themselves? Oh god, dude, I didn't do shit!
I get the point that Monia is the one who technically started it.
Yeah, Monia was definitely a little aggressive in that first one. He did technically start it, guys. And kind of continued it by talking about the block. Like, if you see somebody block you, just move on, bro. It's not that serious.
That point is not lost on me. But I think it loses any type of relevance or defense when you drag someone on stream. It's the dragging on stream, all right? I think you could go back at her on Twitter, all of these things, all right? And even you could talk about her on stream, but calling her a bitch and calling her names,
and comparing her to Cinder is messed up.
I feel like that's unhinged. I'm not.
I think we all agree with that.
But it has nothing to do with this, okay? I'm not saying she didn't start it. I'm not saying that that point is not lost on me. But it doesn't disprove the point that I made. And then
It's also a different comparison to your point that you said, Tuxedo, where you say this stuff like on Twitter, right? That's very different from going on stream with thousands of viewers and sharing that information. As much as you think Twitter stuff might get around, I'll be honest, chat, when you share stuff on stream, I think it has a bigger impact. Because there's one thing about like the average like Twitter user where they're just like the monkeys and Superman like spreading all the hate and just like hyping up all this bullshit in the background, like, and then there's other people that come to stream and because I'll let you add something really quick, chat. I feel like a lot of time, as a majority, maybe this is just a general statement, and I feel like a lot of people that come to streams understand that there are consequences to their actions because if they say shit, they will get banned because of it, and it matters because they want to watch a streamer, right? Whereas when it comes to Twitter, you can do whatever you want. There's almost no consequences, you know what I mean? If you're blocked, you can still see everything this person does. So it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But when you go to watch a live stream, I feel like there is consequences to your actions, you know what I mean?
Fucking blocked her and then she made it like my fucking business.
All right, so what she's talking about is after she blocked her, she went and said like, damn, I guess I can't disagree with this person. Like, she wrote her own tweet, took a screenshot of her being blocked, right? Even so, okay? That somehow it's like, you know what? She made a second post about me, so I'm gonna go on stream and call her a bitch that's just as bad as Cinder, and that's justified. That escalation is crazy, right? I'm not saying Monia's without fault or shouldn't have done this, right? Like, Monia shouldn't have done this and not expected any pushback, but the pushback was, you know,
too severe. Too severe.
Really up the ante there. We really put it into overdrive there.
Oh my god, dragging another streamer live comparing her to Cinder is so mean-spirited. You don't have to agree with her, but she wasn't attacking you in any form of capacity.
Okay, now I will say, I read some responses, and I will take the criticism here. You know, she probably felt like this was directed at her.
Bro.
Dragging another streamer live and comparing her to Cinder is so mean-spirited. I mean, it is, you know, like...
Something similar to this happened to me during my time in the fighting game community.
But she was
I banned
just her.
someone for being annoying and shitty on a friend's stream. Then they went to their stream to dozens of people and told an incorrect version of our past interactions. It didn't work and they took the stream down real quick when I called them on it. But that type of behavior is never okay.
Absolutely.
What she said made me feel like that's what she was. Sorry, I'm just being honest.
That's fine. I took it as less personal, but I can totally see, with some others' perspectives and looking back into it again, that this could have been taken more personally. It's a quote retweet. At the end, it says, like, do better or something like that. Totally valid.
Am I not?
Yeah, and again, like, Ammonia stuff, I'm not saying that she treated that right, you know, but I think the point of all of this is taken to a whole new level that it never needed to be done with.
Allowed to be fucking honest about my opinion as well. I wasn't dragging her. I was reading her fucking shit and commentating over it.
You were dragging her. You weren't
commentating over something. It doesn't mean that you weren't dragging them. You know what I mean? By like, just because you're commentating, it doesn't exonerate you from the words that you said. You still said stuff and you dragged them. That's it.
Your commentation was insults. You said she's like Cinder, she's a bitch. This is not commentating. This is different than simply being like, oh, this is where
it's not a criticism. It's just
are and all of that. Like, this is insults,
like
right? That the problem is the insults, not the commentating, right?
It's just
so I just don't like that this is getting twisted again.
Because that's what my fucking opinion is, and that's what it is. If you don't like my opinion, that's fine.
Is it fine? Because you're going off on it for 10 minutes. So, I feel like, just maybe, it's not fine.
That's literally...
I mean, Rosie's got a point, like... Maybe just Deme feels like, look, this is my opinion, and I'm not gonna be apologetic, and fuck everything else. And if that's how she feels, that is her prerogative, right? But I do feel like that she needs to understand there are consequences to thinking that way, you know?
Really fine.
Perhaps.
But get off your fucking high horse. Oh my god, this
What high horse am I on? Is it that high of a bar to just be like, hey, I don't have a problem with you personally, but I feel like this was much. I feel like this was bullying. I feel like this was just a little bit far, and I don't really want to see this with other people. Like, I even said I am not perfect. Like, people have called me out for things that I've done, rightfully so, in my own time streaming, all right? I am not better than this person. I've said it over and over.
Fucking, like, virtue signaling bullshit.
Ah, yes, I'm virtue signaling for saying a spade is a spade, and that dragging someone and calling them names and saying really harsh things about them and going to their profile on Twitch and laughing at them. Okay, yeah.
I think... Can I throw you a little bit of a thought, chat? I have a thought about this. I think this is a situation that it's a straw that broke the camel's back. Reading what Deme has said before, I feel like that she has put up with this shit where people basically quit retweet, take stuff out of context, all this kind of stuff, you know, dunk on her, things like that, for years and years and years and years and years, right? It was a build-up. And unfortunately, in this situation, she decided that she was going to absolutely just take it out on this person, you know, like, very aggressive, about the whole situation. And I'm not justifying it. I'm just explaining what I think happened. I think that she's dealt with this for a very long time. I think this is the situation, the straw that broke the camel's back. And I believe that she's so used to seeing virtue signaling on social media all the time. She took this as Rosie was being like a virtue signaler. But she wasn't. She was calling out for what she did. You know what I mean?
Sure. If that's what virtue
that's what I
is,
think. Like the boots of empathy in Deme's situation. Again, not to justify what she did.
That's fine.
This happened because it interlies Deme as being one to infer with the manager or one with an easy job when I blocked her. I even explained on the tweet that you're fucking coding. Dude, listen, I explained in the tweet that you're coding because you didn't read. But
I can't read, boys. All right, let's find out. Let's find out with the power of reading how I'm wrong here.
Blocked her over the fact that I don't want to
PJ,
interact with her serial
RPG, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Instead of business. And that take was stupid as fuck to showcase why streaming is hard.
You could feel that way. I feel like that's totally fine. This whole tweet is totally fine. What you're saying is totally fine. I just don't like the dragging. I just don't like the dragging on stream.
Even fucking showed you the literal reason why. My bad, he's right. Girl, shut the fuck up. Engaging with your community. Oh yeah, my bad. Let's move out of the way real.
I can't read
guys.
PJ and PT.
Backbreaking it must be to sit in your ass and play video games. Like, be real with yourself. And then she said,
yeah, I've heard that name, Paul, but I don't want to buy into that yet.
Mentally draining. Engaging with your community is mentally fucking draining.
Exactly,
Zogi. I'm the one who can't read, right? I'm the one who can't read. All right, so you guys are gonna have to tell me because I'm incapable of reading. But I'm pretty sure she just said, my bad, he's right. Engaging with my community isn't mentally draining, as in is not. And she reads this and then says, engaging with community is mentally draining?
Engaging with my community isn't mentally draining? Engaging with your community is mentally fucking draining?
I mean...
She read it right and then she said it wrong. I mean, it happens,
I don't know, I can't read, but it sounds like you misread that. By her own logic,
let's see what she says.
Her own rules she put in place. You can't read!
Yeah, let's see what she says.
And then she explains it as DMing people, staying active on Discord, chat off.
I'm not gonna like coming down on Deme for that because I make that mistake all the time. Well, let's see how she reacts to it. The reaction, I think, is the most important
Dream,
part.
make small talk in DMs. I'm in the fucking right to call this so stupid. Why the fuck can I not? Because of her fucking size?
No, I said you're allowed to call her out. Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling?
I mean, you can definitely, like, again, you can do whatever you want. You're just not free of the consequences of it, right? Like, whether you want to accept it or not, chat, when you become in the public spotlight, right, you become a bigger streamer, whether it's my size or anybody's size, right? Whether you're 10 viewers, 100 viewers, 1,000 viewers, etc. You put yourself in the public spotlight, you will come under heavy scrutiny, more scrutiny than you had, and you will also, in a way, chat, as a bigger streamer, you have more of an obligation, unfortunately, because you are in the public eye more. It happens.
No, you're allowed to disagree.
There's a perceived
this is bullshit.
obligation that people put on you.
You just didn't need to drag them on stream. You just didn't need to go on stream and start using insults. You didn't need to just. This is fine. I never said that. There was nowhere in my tweet, which apparently she read thoroughly, unlike me who can't read, where I said she couldn't criticize it. I literally just said it was bad for dragging her on stream, but I'm the one who can't read.
Be fucking for real. I mean, out of this kindness of my heart, but I think apologizing. Why would I need to? Holy shit!
And this is where I have big problems, chat. Why would I need to apologize? Girl, Deme, let's be real. And I don't know if you watch my stuff or anything. Probably not. And that's totally fine. I don't expect anything, right? But what I want to say is, girl, take a step back and look at the optics of this situation, right? Look at how you treated it. Look at the things that you did on stream and how you dragged somebody. It wasn't necessary at the end of the day. You know what? And it's okay that you made that mistake. Shit happens, you know? And at the point in my last coverage, I thought that you were going to be like, you know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And you could have all moved on. Could have literally apologized and that could have been it. But we continue to go down this road, right? And it's like, I really feel like there's no reason here that you can't apologize. You made a mistake. And it's okay. We all make mistakes. But if you truly and honestly don't believe that, you don't owe this person an apology for dragging them on stream, I'm sorry. I really feel otherwise. And I feel like a lot of other people feel otherwise. So there's a lot of people in other communities, not even just mine, that I've seen talk about this situation and go, yeah, I feel like Deme did wrong. So for you as a content creator, yes, you have to look at when people say you're right, but you also have to look at when people say that you're wrong. And if you messed up, literally, I promise you, if you said, I'm sorry, more people would treat you with more respect because you actually admitted that you're wrong in something. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. You didn't need to drag them on stream. You really didn't. It was completely necessary. And if you can't see that, I think that's where the problem lies. You know what I mean? Like, that's where the problem is. If you don't see why that was a problem.
Move.
Because you dragged her on stream. I never really thought you were gonna apologize, but I didn't think you'd have a problem with this tweet to this degree. Oh man, yeah, I have learned that you
Like, I'm a very hopeful person. I always think like glass half full, so, you know, I'm hopeful, right? Because I don't hate Deme, you know, like, I don't wish harm upon her or anything bad, right? Because I've seen people say really fucked up stuff before over smaller situations like this. Like, I just wanted to look at him and be like, yeah, you know, I get it. I messed up on that. And that'd be great. You apologize. Move on, you know? Like, it didn't need to be this whole, like, high school thing, you know?
are not somebody who will apologize or admit wrong, from what I've seen. You're entitled to what you want, but, you know, just like you said, it's completely okay to disagree with you. And I'm disagreeing with you. I think this isn't good.
Oh, God, so fucking addicted.
I'm addicted. How am I addicted? I made 2 posts. You are on stream. What? She's gone on stream for like 2 hours the first day, 3 hours the next day. Or not, sorry, 2 hours one day and like an hour or so the following day farming this again. And then she titled her stream yesterday, I am the big bad wolf reactor, as a joke. I mean, you could call me a farmer, but farmer recognizes farmer, brother.
That's true. She did title her stream to that. I can confirm that. She did title it that way.
Not a good community.
I don't know any of these girls. Motherfucker. What the fuck are you fucking saying?
I said, I don't know any of you guys.
Deme is the reason some of us smaller VTubers actually scared a bit to stream and join the community. what happens if she or others like her come into our streams, doesn't like something we say or even what we are streaming? It causes that like Deme did for Rosie. That will destroy us because we don't have the follower base. I mean, that can happen with any situation, with any community, with anybody. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that you should curb the things and your passions that you want to do because of other people. Personally, you know what I mean?
I've had a few DMs with you about Marvel Rivals that never went anywhere, but that's it. I meant what is stated right there that you are reading. That I don't know any of you personally.
He says, all right, I don't know either of these girls. She means like, I don't personally know any of these girls, not like literally.
This is so blown. God, you guys are so fucking deprived of fucking drama and the VTuber sphere that you're so fucking victimizing yourself. God.
What am I victimizing myself over? When did I claim I was a victim? She's so good at reading. Where does it say that? I'm sorry, as a person who apparently can't read. Where is the part in here that I say I'm victimizing myself?
Nobody acted like the victim until somebody did, and I called it fucking out.
The problem here is that really at the end of the day, this could have been non-drama, but Deme kind of made it drama, you know what I mean? It really didn't need to be that big of a deal, you know? Like, the drama wasn't even there. It could have just been gone, you know?
God, if you think my...
I feel like Malice, it just really hit a personal nerve with her. And I feel like she's dealt with a lot with this kind of stuff throughout the years. And I think it just added up.
Crash out isn't valid. I'm sorry, you wouldn't fucking get it.
You wouldn't get it, guys. You know what? She has it so difficult. She gets a free pass. And I'm not saying she doesn't have it hard. From what I've heard, she has, she's disabled, right? But so is Monia, by the way. Monia's also disabled. But that doesn't mean you can act like that.
Don't say that you don't know them is kind of harsh. Assumptions on how somebody is, like when how they project themselves, and they projected themselves like that, and I have the right to fucking say my opinion on it. Like,
yes, you do. And I
100% to me. Here's the thing. It's not so much about the fact that you can't tell people what you think and your opinion about it, right? Because Monia obviously started off the whole situation very poorly, right? It was aggressive. I agree with that. It's okay to share your opinion, but it doesn't have to be, you don't have to drag them, you know? Like, you can just like, hey, you can do it constructively, as I gave an example before. It doesn't have to be in this manner, right? That's the issue. That's what everybody's trying to get across to you, Deme, is like, it didn't need to be this harsh, you know what I mean? Like, you could have shared it and have your opinion, and it didn't need to be calling somebody a bitch, comparing them to Cinder, etc., right?
I never said you didn't have the right to speak your opinion on it or disagree with it. You could even do that on stream. It's just the dragging, screaming, and insults.
Yep. It's only just the insults part of it. I think that's pretty much just what Rosie's poking at. And that's my same thing, too.
Like, dude, holy shit, get off my fucking ass. I'm sure why the footage was VOD rip. If you're unsure, why comment on it? You don't know shit!
Because it's still bad to copyright claim! And it doesn't detract from my point!
I do want to mention the copyright claim part, because she did copyright claim this Flipper stuff. From what Kazahana told us, we believe that, or he believes that it was, or not believes, it was from her stream. She said they took some stuff out of context, and it wasn't, yeah, that was pretty much it. They just clipped things wrong. So, I mean, I'm gonna put that up on the shelf. I don't want to say that she did that on purpose. We don't know that. I'm gonna put that up on the shelf because the VOD was readily available. So, to be fair, you can access that information in that clip at any time.
I don't know why we're yelling.
God, you know why the VOD was fucking removed? Because it had no fucking commentary and they didn't even add the whole fucking VOD. God.
So let me get this straight. You guys think she wouldn't copyright claim it if somebody uploaded the whole VOD and on how unhinged it was? Because I feel like she would have. Maybe she wouldn't have. Maybe the whole VOD of her spouting like this and being unhinged for 2 hours with more than just Monia, by the way. Because she also went off on people like Epico and stuff.
And again, like, I'm just gonna tell you, chat. I don't know about that part. I'm just gonna put that up on the shelf. Alright, see ya. Have a good one. Wait, oh yes, I think I heard about this, but I haven't seen this part yet. About the Ebico stuff.
Here is the section she talks about Ebico.
You don't need a thank you for fucking streaming.
Streaming is easy unless you're incredibly privileged, lucky, and have doors open for you. Breaking through is an uphill battle. And again, I think this is another situation where somebody took it as everything surrounding streaming and not streaming itself, right? But again, what? Because they disagree doesn't mean you need to like have like this big like fucking live battle with them, you know? But like Ibiko like mistook her intention, and it's okay. That happens. Things are miscommunicated. But again, you could have just had a conversation with them in a calm manner. Ibiko didn't mean bad by this, you know? She just misconstrued the original message. And guess what? It's Twitter. That happens a lot.
Open the doors your fucking self. That's what streaming is. Why would you need a thankful? Oh, thank you for showing up and playing League of Legends. Are you joking?
I think she's talking more about streaming itself, not the work that goes into it behind it.
Guys, please thank me for showing up and reacting to Twitter. Guys.
Yeah, Evie works so hard. Like, I will tell you guys, there's some people I respect for their hustle, and Evie is definitely one of them. I will tell you, she's working her ass off. You can tell.
Where's my thank you?
If anything, it just looks more unhinged if you see that it was like 2 hours of it.
Oh lord, dude, this is the most dumbest fucking shit ever. But if you go drag another girl for disagreeing with you, I didn't drag her for disagreeing on me. I don't give a fuck about different opinions.
Okay, so let me...
Yeah, no.
People are fine to have different opinions, guys. This is what not dragging on stream looks like, and being fine with other people's opinions. This is not dragging, guys. This is just normal banter with somebody who can't talk back.
Bitch, do you even like streaming? Do you even like creating an audience? Isn't the whole point of streaming creating an audience and engaging with your community? Like, dude, God, guys, I could not imagine.
Right, exactly.
I could imagine
you would be on there.
engaging with your community.
She's so nice. I love this discussion where only she can talk. That's definitely not dragging another person on stream and only criticism.
I mean, again, it could have just been a criticism that you got it wrong, and they're like, hey, ask questions for discovery, and that's it. It could have literally been that chat.
Oh, brother, dude. We're really complaining about engaging with your community. Guys, I can't believe I have to look at my chat. Guys, I can't... Dude, I can't believe I have to look at my chat.
Now Deme's just taking it too far. This is where we kind of ended our coverage last time. She's just like, bro, that ain't it. That ain't it. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go turn my fan on really quick.
This is definitely not 2 hours, you know, going off about other people's opinions. This definitely isn't 30 minutes only on Monia's difference of opinion.
Handling biz relationships. Okay, so you're in it for the fucking money. God, you're just like fucking Cinder. That's the reason why fucking...
Guys, this is just nice criticism. This is... Demi totally didn't drag her on stream. I'm so filled with misinfo.
The Cinder situation even fucking happened because you can't even make a real fucking friend. You're only seeing numbers. Oh, numbers. Let me look at numbers, dude. Your greed is fucking just business, guys. It's just fucking business over here. Guys,
I love it when somebody gives me some nice, healthy criticism.
People like this is the reason why streaming is not as fun. Because you lack people who genuinely, and this is the reason why.
This is what not dragging looks like.
People who with passion actually grow. Because holy fuck, if you're only here for the money, no wonder. No,
she definitely isn't implying that this person's only in it for the money, is only in it for business.
No wonder it's so fucking...
We already watched this clip part, so that's I was like, I'm gonna go over and turn my fan on, but she takes it too far, you know, she just takes it too far.
Hard for you. Editing shorts, again, not out. That's fucking outside of streaming. God lord, dude. Outside of streaming! This is not even about it. Oh, planning your...
And again, this is where the message got originally misconstrued what Deme meant, but versus what people took it as. But the issue is again, you blew it up.
Yeah, I love it when women calmly explain their point of view in a very controlled and thoughtful way.
Next move. What the fuck do you even stream? What does she even stream to plan her next fucking move?
Bro, that is actually so unnecessary. What does it matter what she streams? Yeah, now we've really crossed some lines. You're trying to potentially make fun of her content, right? Like, who cares what she streams? Like, dude, just move on. Yeah, it's bullying at that point.
To pull her up on stream like this is only valuable criticism, and definitely isn't weaponizing your audience who could dog.
Well, let's see what she says. To be fair, let's see what she says.
Pile her with your 3,000 viewers.
Guys, I have to play Marvel Rivals. Oh my god, the next move is playing League of
what do I know?
Legends. Guys, Guys, I have to play Wuthering Waves. My next move. Next fucking move, guys. Oh, it's the next move. Get a grip of fucking reality!
Sorry, I just want to make sure we hear what she said here. What was it again?
Yeah, you're just misrepresenting just misrepresenting this situation, you know?
But if you go drag another girl for disagreeing with you, I didn't drag her for disagreeing on me. I don't give a fuck about different opinions.
Him.
My next move. My next fucking move, guys. Oh, it's the next move. Get a grip of fucking reality! Oh, God!
She didn't drag her on stream, guys. She was nothing but calm and collected and fine with her having a different opinion.
God,
like, at the end of the day here, chat, like, this could have already been solved if she would have just apologized. Like, even right now, she's like, I fucked up, I'm so sorry, and just apologize and, like, give a little explanation. I feel like everybody would be like, okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, you did, and that was messed up, and I hope you learn to do better. It's just kind of like, it didn't need to be so much, you know? Now it's just like, it sucks, you know? Like, I thought Deme was super cool, and I'm like, well, why are you doing this, girl? Like, this is so unnecessary. You know? It really is. It's unnecessary.
Plain biz relationships. You mean having friends? Or... oh my god. Oh my god. So you're telling me I have to plan to play games for a living? I have to talk with my chat? I have to actually talk to other streamers?
So nice of her. Yeah. Anyway.
If I did, I wouldn't fucking be here right now because I'd be fucking absolutely...
Kimmy's really mad that they didn't understand her initial intention of her post. You know what I mean? And I get that. Mona started it. She absolutely did, but like, you didn't have to react this way, homie. Like, just move on. It's not worth the energy. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, real, like, how do you have the energy to see this shit on Twitter and argue with it, you know? I see you. Have a good one, Toby.
To their ego. God, dude. I know it's probably so hard to grow in this sphere because...
I just really hope she apologizes. That is what I want to see from her, you know? Like, just, like, man, I took this way too far, and this is, like, a big learning lesson for me that I should not say this kind of stuff, you know, about people. It's wrong. Just apologize. That's it. It's that simple at this point.
Damn, guys. She's thinking about me, how hard it is to grow in the sphere. It's how hard it is to grow.
Of how so many streamers are there and stuff, and you need to like put yourself out there. But if you need to do it by also absolutely drama farming, you're boring.
Man, I'm sorry that Demi's looking in the mirror and realizing she's boring then. You must be pretty boring then because you farmed this for like 3 days straight.
You're so fucking boring.
Damn, Rosie, that's wrong, homie. That's wrong, homie.
You know how this all started? Because I said that I didn't say that.
Yeah, you know me, boys. Somebody who only can do drama because I have nothing better to do and because it's so hard to grow on the internet that without it, I couldn't. So does she just do it out of the passion of her heart then? Is hers different? Is her going on stream to farm people's replies to whether streaming was easy?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Deme did call her boring, so I don't know. I think like in a criticism, I probably would not say that, but I mean, again, Rosie's more involved than I am, so I get the feelings about it.
Easy for like 2 to 3 hours one day, 2 hours the next day, and like titling her stream about it the day after. Is that fine then? It's
Oh, they're
only
very,
when I do
very,
it that
very,
I'm
very minor
desperate and
gripe.
I can't grow without it. Because to me, with their own logic, she just called herself boring.
That every stream
and implied that anybody who does this, you know, struggles to grow. So maybe she's, you know, struggling to grow on Twitch without it.
Or was.
I will say that people need to acknowledge the fact that luck plays a large part into it, chat. It be what it be, guys. You know what I mean? Like, no, I love Rosie too. And I feel like her, I don't want this to take away from her video because I feel like her coverage of this has been very fair and very neutral and very straightforward. Obviously, she's a little bit more involved, so she's gonna throw a little bit more sass into it, but it's understandable.
I said I am privileged as fuck to be earning this much and to be sitting my ass down and playing games for a living. And if you can't understand that it's me who's lucky, I'm sorry. Maybe you just need to learn how to read a little bit more.
And to be fair for Deme, a lot of people took that stuff out of context. Like, her message was about streaming, not everything else that had to go into streaming. I feel like I repeated myself so many times. I'm so fucking sorry, chat. But I feel like I have to because it just keeps being said over and over. You know, a lot of people mistook what she said. But the whole point of this is that you were way too aggressive in your disagreements with somebody.
No, I understand. It's you that's lucky because I don't think anybody's ever criticized you to this degree because it really bothers you. My lukewarm tweet really bothers you. And you felt the need to farm it for 10 minutes and misrepresent what I was saying for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is being misinterpreted.
And honestly, sorry, streaming is easy. Growing is hard. And you know what? People say that I go back to my point.
Now, there is nuance in that chat. There's a lot of nuance in that statement, but streaming is typically just easier overall. It really is. Now, maybe you're running a tournament, a production, or maybe you're doing like me where it takes 3 hours beforehand to put news together. That is a little bit more difficult, but is it easy to load up the stream and do it? Absolutely.
And whatever.
And by the way, I think she's right. I don't think anybody's disagreeing with that. Again, she's making this sound like we don't understand that and that the criticism is not entirely about her dragging. And anytime she addresses the dragging, she says she did not drag her on stream.
I never did. You just never listened. There's a fucking difference. I never said ever. I said growing is hard. Dude, listen, maybe if streaming is so fucking hard for you, you don't have to do it. Oh, gasp. You don't have to.
That's true.
Maybe if criticism is hard for you to hear, maybe you don't have to make Twitter posts.
Rosie said it, not me. Rosie said it, not me. I mean, if you're gonna crash out this way about a difference of opinion every time, Rosie's right. I mean, if you were gonna crash out every single time where there's a difference of opinion, she's not wrong, chat. She's really not wrong. Like, I don't know. I feel like I love different opinions, and I love talking to you guys, and I love talking to sometimes to people on Twitter. Like with the Rev and Straub situation, I genuinely found that whole situation so interesting because so many people felt one way and a whole other people felt another way. It was interesting to me to learn and talk about it and have this kind of stuff, but I mean, I agree. If you're gonna crash it every time over stuff like this, it's not good for you.
Not sure what Deme's expectations were with her original tweet compared to all this.
I mean, did Deme know that people were gonna say stuff and misconstrue it? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to deal with any of that stuff that comes your way. You know what I mean? You have to be able to deal with criticism as a content creator. It is, I will tell you, it is a requirement to be a content creator and be able to filter and accept and action feedback. Just as much as it is in a professional environment, you have to be able to deal with the feedback. You have to be able to deal with criticism. People will not like you just because you're elf. People will not like you because you, I don't know, have red hair. Like, it happens, right? I respectfully disagree. I think Deme should have expected what was coming with how much experience she has in this space. You know, Kuma, I'm being a little nice about it. I think that Deme probably did not know it was going to be that outspoken, right? The other direction. Now, would I have anticipated that? Absolutely. But I'm not Deme. I can't speak for her in that situation. So, I'll try to be fair about it. Also, if a streamer has worked on it, Deme to make a career, make a live investment versus Deme just saying you can walk away. I mean, she's just saying that it's streaming itself, not the everything around it. Just actually loading up streaming stuff is hard. You don't have to do it, right? Well, you always have that choice. You don't have to do anything. You can do whatever you want. You just have to deal with the consequences. You know what I mean?
And then people won't disagree.
Yeah, I very much, when I look at this again, Sensation, I don't think you'll all agree. And if you agree, type 3 in the chat. This is very much just a straw that broke the camel's back. Do you guys agree? I think that she's just dealt with a lot of this stuff for a long time. People criticizing her, just giving her a lot of shit. And this is just the one situation she just felt like, I'm done. It doesn't make it right, but this is what happened.
Agree with you, and you won't have to, you know, block them and then go to stream and drag them where people can't say
exactly. Yeah, it doesn't excuse it. It just it is what it is.
No one's forcing you to fucking stream. Passion job. It's your fucking choice.
And from what I know, Tyrese, Deme has like, you know, she's been through a lot. You know what I mean? So like, but at the end of the day, you were still responsible for your actions and the things you say. You know what I mean? That is emotional intelligence. I hard agree. I think somebody said it before. Deme has talked about being taken out of context and clips and try to reconstruct the words. But like we said, we don't excuse it. Yeah. And like, I want to come from a place of understanding as to why it happened, not to excuse it, just to understand. Have empathy.
And if you don't even like
it's your choice.
Because I get it. That shit has happened to me all the time. And you know what I've had to do, chat? Take it and 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 take it. Except the other stream where I did clear up a bunch of stuff. But I do get it.
Farming videos like this and tweets on Twitter where people will disagree. If you don't like being criticized, you don't have to do that.
Why the fuck are you even streaming? Because the streaming is the entire grind. Streaming is grind.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Not that I don't mind criticism, right? But I have stopped posting a lot about controversial stuff on Twitter just for the fact that people will decide my narrative for me. And I really hate that. Very, very much, right? People, like for instance, when I covered the Straubin Rev stuff, a lot of people decided for me that I 100% support Rev and everything he's ever said. And I'm like, but that's not true. I think in this instance, what they did to Straub is wrong. That doesn't mean that I agree with everything that one person's ever said, but I've stopped posting on stuff like that because people decide my narrative for me, and I don't like that. So it is your choice all day long to decide what you want to post. Now I just post funny memes. And every once in a while I do comment on stuff, but, you know, at the same time, like, I just do funny ha-has on Twitter. I feel like you're always going to hear people out no matter who they are. Absolutely. Ask. I'll tell you something that I didn't do the best job on it at the time. But it was a Small Lola. A Small Lola was a streamer accused of copying Shy Lily. And I did do a really good job on asking her questions because she dug her own hole. Now, I left all my alerts on and stuff, and that wasn't a good idea. And I should have turned those off. But I was willing to hear her out. Did she bury herself? Absolutely. But I was willing to hear her out.
And like, it's so dumb because if you don't even like the
exactly, Rin. Exactly.
Even talking and doing things with your community.
Rin, absolutely. And that's why I take it here. Because I know that we can have a conversation. And I also know if people take it in a direction that's unfair or start spouting horrible things, there's actual consequences behind that. Because on Twitter, we're just playing turn-based RPG. You know what I mean? Like, you come out and you're just like, oh, you say this. And then I come over here and I say that. And then they're like, okay, well, I'm going to say something even more hateful. And then I come over here and I say something even more hateful. And we just go back and forth and beat the shit out of each other with words. Where it's like, here, like, we got to have a conversation. And if you aren't willing to do that in a productive manner, there's consequences. I don't ever have to see your ass again. I can ban you. Whereas Twitter, it's like, oh, guess what? You can still see all your stuff and make an alt account and this and that, right?
What the fuck are you even streaming?
Did anybody? Okay, you can criticize Monia. I disagree with her, but did Monia or me? Did anybody say that
it's
we needed
turn-based.
streaming? I don't know where she read that because I didn't see it anywhere.
Nah. God, that's the whole point of streaming is to interact with your community. That's the entire aspect of it.
And now Deme's just going on about this. What? I very much pride myself on that fact that this is a place of discussion. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the community that we built because that is what I want to foster, right? Unfortunately, there's not a lot of places that do that. And that's what I want to do is have a place where you can talk about this stuff. Even though, yes, some of it's drama, at the end of the day, there's a learning lesson in all of this. And that's why we talk about it.
God, it's so boring.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about monetizing this shit on YouTube. I don't care. My new stuff on YouTube is not even my main focus. My reacts do way better than my news. I don't give a fuck about monetizing this stuff for news. I want to have a conversation or learn something with all of you. And that's always been a core part of who I am. From Vtuber Academia, I still do Vtuber Academia. I teach other people, help them set up, all that stuff. Education and learning is always so important to me. And I can do that through news, and that's why it's my passion. Okay, sorry for the spiel.
Y'all are so fucking bored with life. You guys complain that you have no time to stream, but you have so much fucking time to fucking be on Twitter and
bro, the tracking is like, did she walk away?
Fucking be on my shit? Holy shit, dude. Tunneling vision. God lord. How about go to work and actually stream?
I like that the thing is like, oh, we're just V-tweeters and we don't stream or do anything. You know, we have nothing better to do. Do you have something better to do? Do you? Because you spent all this time farming me.
Is like being on fucking Twitter and fucking
Bro, we gotta get Rosie's green screen transition fixed up, bro. Like every time the screen goes black, we gotta fix that for her. I need to have a talk with her editor, like a personal one-on-one talk. What's up, guys?
And like writing down, like, oh my god.
If you're saying that people doing this are pathetic and they don't stream, then why are you doing it?
And you know the reason why, like, this whole thing is absolutely a sign that people are just so fucking bored. It's because, like, who gives a fuck? Like, genuinely.
Then why are you on about it? If you're telling people who gives a fuck, why are you on about it? Why are you not practicing that? Don't give a fuck. Like, just don't give a fuck. Literally, you could have solved all this and just like, okay, you know what? I don't care. And just move on. It could have been it.
Oh my god, I was so mean to like a smaller streamer. Why do you think that size matters here?
Why do you think, guys? Would you rather be dogpiled by an audience that is calling you a bitch and like...
Yeah, it's like, who cares? Like, clearly you do because you're on about it.
Would you rather have an audience of 10 dogpile you or 4,000? Do you think it's okay either way? Because I don't think I ever said like, hey, it's only not okay if you're a bigger streamer. It's not okay either way. But yes, you do influence people. Believe it or not, I have not needed in any type of way to call Deme any names because I have a valid argument. So I don't need to name call because my point's right here and I don't need to resort to anything like that.
And I want to make this clear, chat. Like, obviously we're not here to harass Deme or anything like that. I genuinely have the empathy and understanding that this is just a lot of shit that she's been through that just added up to this moment. And Deme, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that because people should not have to deal with everybody like invalidating some of your things and constantly being contrarian and arguing against you, misrepresenting what you say. But at the end of the day, you cannot be the one that attacks other people because of the things that you've went through, right? And I'm sorry you went through that stuff. It sucks. But don't be the one that attacks other people just because they disagree with you.
Because I have valid points.
Why are you so focused on size? You just want to be so... You're just so, like, you're so stuck on your own shit. You just have to be mad at something else.
Just let it go. Like, apologize and move on, man.
I just think this is a bad behavior. I think the larger you are, the heavier the impact can be.
But yeah, that whole artist thing, I remember that.
To have.
It's insane.
Some people
we covered
are gonna
that.
look at this externally and see that it's not clear cut, right? Like, it's two people disagreeing on the internet. People aren't gonna really care about it. But I feel like in the future, if she goes about things with this same energy of never apologizing, double and tripling down, and farming anybody who calls it out like she did with me on a second stream and many other people, right? I think that if she continues like this and approaches all situations like this in the future, it's just gonna bite her in the butt.
Rosie's right. It definitely will. Like, you cannot be that person that just constantly is like going after other people. But unfortunately, again, we talked about people being aggressive. We've had this environment now where being aggressive towards each other is normalized, and that's not okay. Yeah, like, Deme's super entertaining. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a great streamer.
That's how I feel.
Here is another moment. I forgot earlier.
I know you're just addicted to me because I did everything that you couldn't do because I actually enjoy it.
Maybe she'll realize she was just being a little unhinged, right?
People are mad at you for calling her Cinder? Yeah, and I apologize to Cinder for that because she actually loved her community. But listen,
No, that's so unnecessary. Like, you know what I mean?
Cloud Chaser is what it is. Who is it?
Well.
Yeah, that's just so unnecessary. So, well, there it is, chat. What do you mean by 18 plus? I think it's pretty fucking clear. You're either 18 and up or you don't belong here. What do you mean? This is also gonna give Deme bad optics. That's just the first time seeing her. Are you gonna want to support and watch her? Yeah. Right, exactly. Like Superstar. Here's the thing. Good people make bad decisions all the time, and I think that adult content. Did I say that? I don't make adult content. Yeah, I don't make adult content. Why does everybody assume that? I don't make adult content. We're just a little lewd around here, but it's because we discuss very heavy topics a lot. Yeah, I'm a little lewd. But I don't make adult content. Like, I would hope that Deme is a bad person. She makes herself look really bad. Exactly. Like, for me, like, I don't think Deme's like the worst person in the world, but I don't think that this behavior is okay, right? It's obviously the, you know, a crash out from stuff that's been building up. I hope that she realized what she did, apologizes, and I hope it doesn't harm her brand too much, because I think that she's a very talented streamer, you know? It sucks. It sucks. And I feel bad for everybody that got attacked through this, Rosie, Monia, and everybody else, because they obviously didn't deserve that, even though some of them maybe didn't go about it in the best way, like Monia. But what do you think, chat? What do you think? What do you think, chat? What's your thoughts on this situation? Yeah, you can call out behavior, not write him off as bad person. Look at Rosie trying to do this whole time, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I don't think that overall Deme is like a horrible person or anything. It's just like, yeah, this situation, you messed up. You know? You messed up, bro. Seems like an alright person that took things too far, yeah. I agree. I feel like it's bad. We have a culture where Deme had to go through the bullshit that got her to this point, yeah. I think it's worth calling out, right? But I can't speak for Deme and the things that she went through, so only she can own her own things in her behavior, in her history, right? Yeah, exactly. And we all get cooked up in it. I mean, guys, there was a time where I used to, you know, I've done things that I'm not the happiest about. I've taken Twitter stuff and been upset about it too. Trust me, I get it. But the point is that you acknowledge it and you try to do better, right? So that's it. GG's, chat. So there is the rest of the Rosie and Deme situation, chat. Definitely kind of interesting one for sure. So let's go take a look here at some Corpo VTuber news and then some indie VTuber news. You know, I'm gonna start with indie VTuber news. How about that? Yeah, let's start with some indie VTuber news. This all could have been handled so much differently, not in public for ratings instead of a private convo. Yep, exactly. Sometimes it's just better to resolve it that way. Guys, let's talk about a follow-up to the Straub and Rev situation. Now, as you guys know, Straub was denied a partnership with Makeshift, right? Well, this was because her association with Rev. I'm not really here to comment on that, but I do want to comment on somebody is actually pretending to be Straub and sending emails around. This is obviously not semi-hero, some got weird troll trying to bait people like Naira. And of course, here it is. They're like, darlingstraub@gmail.com. Stay away from my husband. You you know, obviously saying these things here. So, yeah, somebody is trying to cause some problems. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I highly encourage you all, if you get some kind of email from Rob, it's probably not real, so be careful. Somebody's trying to continue the drama, right? And it needs to be, you know, it's pretty much done, right? It's between Straub and Rev and Makeshift at this point. So, another news, guys, Matara is independent. That's right, Matara Khan of Independent and Resilient. And she just hit 300K followers. Big congrats to her on that one. Absolutely incredible. And she is now, of course, as I already told you, an indie VTuber now. So kind of weird to report on her as indie. Another news, guys, Coefficient recently just did his ERB cosplay. The Keyblade makes it, bro. The Keyblade makes it, bro. Oh my god. Even ERB herself was so excited to see this. He does a lot of those cosplays. ERB even commenting, the frig, you suit my outfit so well. Looks so so of course ERB giving a lot. Me trying to write looks fab, then fat fingered sending looks so this is fine. ERB is a Keyblade master. Look at that. So I always love his cosplays. They're always so funny. Another news, guys, Philly just had their fight against the famous boxer. As we saw the other day, this was going down. And looks like they did have their battle with robos. Looks like they were roboing. So let's take a look.
All right.
Well, what is this called? Like, there's like a show for this, right?
Did it break?
I'm dead.
Yeah, Philly and Manny, isn't that crazy?
Wait, is this robot actually dead?
You won.
BattleBots,
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
GG, dude. Frick. Hold on, hit.
So, Philly and, of course, Manny had a little bit of time in BattleBots. We were wondering what this was all about. Like, are they going to box each other? But no, it's actually robots. So, pretty cool. Yeah, I was really wondering about that, too. I'm like, how is that going to work? On other news, guys, we did get a teaser about an update to V-Cards. That is right. Let's take a look. And I've been wondering ever since Cinder what's going to happen. Yeah, who's going to take over the fire, like, portion of stuff? Oh yeah, Rosie, I mean, they popped off. Yeah, so it looks like we have a new update called Awaken Worlds, chat, coming very soon. Update for V-Cards, all Cinder-related cards are banned. Is that actually a thing? That'd be really, really funny. Shy Lily, of course, adding to this a little bit. And coming this August, Womp Womp. So we will get more of these ones. Yeah, they should put Spite instead. I agree with that. Yeah, they should put Spite. We'll see what happens with V-Cards. I know obviously they've had to errata a lot of cards anyway, so maybe seen about the meme someone posted about a Numi section. It's hilarious. No, I don't think I've seen it. Hoshi, what they say. Another news, guys, in case you missed, virtual vacation VOD is available now. You can purchase it, and of course, it has everybody all together, all around the venue, traveling around, and of course the show in itself. So a V-Card one day, I would love that. I would die for that. In other news, guys, a new documentary for the very famous Raid, and of course her daughter has just released now. Her new video has been released, so it covers off-kai appearance, behind the scenes, and history shared through interviews with fans. Remember, this is a very, very interesting VTuber. It's a video cut from her shifting gears to IRL video of a car hanging outside of a building. Yeah, that's Nimi. That's Nimi. But this is a very famous VTuber, Ray. She streams with her daughter. They have absolutely blown up in such a huge way, chat. They're really incredible. And this is a really cool documentary to check out over on their YouTube if you want to learn more about them. In other news, guys, let's take a look here with Kitsuniro. Kitsuniro is having a bit of issues with Bijin. That is right, guys. So an artist who's being extremely rude to me to the point of telling me to just do it myself. His big pussy about me calling me nasty and whatnot. Bruh. This commission has been stressing me out over the past week. and some, and I wanted to fully handle this privately. I know how nasty this platform is to either side. I don't want to stir drama or have them receive any hate over this matter. I want to contact VJin instead. An artist accused me of spreading lies to VJin. All I did was show screenshots of the conversation helped. The artist had in their TOS that if you do a chargeback, it will tell other artists about you, which is just telling me that they're more than willing to steer my name regardless if they're in the right or wrong. If this does happen, I got the entire conversation backed up as proof of how they acted and treated me. First artist I've ever seen to write something like this in their TOS. That's crazy. That's crazy. Writing in TOS, I'll share your experience around. I mean, if it's bad, that's one thing, but like putting in TOS, that's crazy. Those are the first artists I've ever had a problem with. The entire situation is such a stress factor, and I really wanted to be handled and wrapped up already from VJin's side. I know that VJin's been having a lot of issues lately. So I'm kind of glad that, in a way, that this is getting called out a little bit more because, unfortunately, like, I've seen a lot of VJin issues, and I think VJin's gonna have to start to work towards something where they are dealing with these as best as they can. So, unfortunately, there's been some scammers we've seen, things like that. So, hopefully that does get resolved here very, very soon. In other news, guys, let's go take a look here with Cottontail. And Cottontail had a very funny moment. Cottontail was actually talking to her 50-year-old accountant, said, hey, we need to meet up and review your year-end and come for a plan for this year. Cotton says, okay, am I okay to call in? The accountant says, you okay with MS Teams? Have I seen your invite? I need to show you your statements. Yes, sir, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Bet. They say bet. I love that. I love that. That's crazy, Rizzy. That's crazy. Oh my god. Apparently this account is 50 years old, so that kind of makes a little bit more sense, but that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. On other news, guys, I do want to talk about this streamer here for a moment. Every YouTube Kitsu based. Yeah, Kitsu's pretty awesome. It's Menace ASMR. Now, why are we talking about Menace ASMR? Well, this video was actually copyright stricken. And why was it copyright stricken, chat? Well, an AI artist decided that, you know what? I made similar art and I own that art because, you know, I'm an AI artist. So I'm going to copyright it down. That's right. An AI artist said that they owned the art and was like, you know what? Copyright, take this down. Yes, this is real. Anyway, they did get their stuff back. I thought it was a crazy story because I wanted to mention it. An AI artist was like, yeah, I own this. You can't make anything like that. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Crazy, crazy. In other news, guys, Hitman. You guys are familiar with the game Hitman? Type 1 in chat. Well, Hitman actually decided, yes, the Hitman account right here. Nimi Nightmare decided to feature Nimi Nightmare. Nimi Nightmare earned Agent 23 status through careful planning, precision, execution, and bananas. That is right. Literally, Nimi Nightmare got featured on the Hitman page. Let's take a look at the clip.
Hitman, I love you. I attractive. I love you. I love your game so much.
Hey, mister. How's it going?
Got crazy, right, to you?
It's my favorite game. One of my favorite games of all time.
I just love she's actually like on the fucking Twitter page. I think that's so cool. So, Mimi, winning big out here. And other news, guys, I do want to talk about a upcoming collab here between Moe and Silverveil. That is right, Moe actually tweeting here a little teaser. Guess who? And a Moe flavor new design is on the way. So definitely get excited for that. So if you're a big Silverveil fan, that's coming pretty soon. Very, very exciting. Yeah, this is probably going to be super cute. Especially like, I think Iron Mouse had one as well. It's going to be super cute. And finally, for Indie News Chat, I want to show you something really funny. If you are familiar with the streamer, his name is Hamburger Kun. Well, he recently went and visited the wrestling AEW Dynamite. And at AEW Dynamite, he decided to take all of these VTuber signs. at AEW. Well, it worked out well for him because while he was at AEW, he showed off all of these signs. There's the doobie one right there. He pulled out a bunch of them. Yeah, they showed him all on camera. Bald is beautiful as well. Literally on camera, bro. Actually on camera. And of course the mint one as well. So, yep. Now VTubers are canonically in wrestling, chat. You're welcome. Yeah, we're actually canonically in wrestling now, chat. So right now, listen, been collaborating again. That's awesome. That's good to hear. So there you go, chat. We made it. We made it. Crazy it is. The Sting and Minto collab. That would be nuts, actually. I would cry if that was real. I would cry if that was real. All right, guys, let's move on to your favorite, most wonderful VTuber news segment. Ninja Sanji. Let's go take a look here at what's going on with Ninja Sanji, chat. So, as you may or may not know recently, the Singing in the Rainbow Shanghai performance just recently happened yesterday, chat. And this, of course, was at Billy World at this event. Well, much in Ninja Sanji fashion, not everything is what it seems, chat. So first up, here is, of course, a picture from Billy World 2025, underway in Shanghai, and of course, getting ready for Singing in the Rainbow. However, chat, with all things Ninja Sanji, you know, let's just say they made a mistake, as they always do, chat. Every time I look at their stuff, I'm like, bro, there's no way. There's no way. But that is right, guys. Ninja Sanji says, it has come to our attention that the random badges sold at the Billy World 2025 Ninja Sanji booth were produced with errors. To compensate for this, we will offer returns at the Billy World 2025 Ninja Sanji booth those who purchase these items, as well as implement an exchange policy for them on the Toa store. For those seeking to exchange via Toa, we ask you to contact the Toa store directly. We sincerely apologize to all our fans for the trouble caused. It's our desire to deliver the best quality products at all times, and as we intend on revising our quality assurance policies from the production phase in order to ensure no issues like this arise again. Thank you for understanding. We sincerely apologize once again. So I mean, at least they took care of it, but it's just like, bruh, you know, it's always something we need, just Sanji. Always something with them, man. In other news, it does look like, guys, that Soleil is going to be doing their 3D live very, very soon, coming up on July 19th. So let's go take a look here at that trailer.
Hey, is it just me, or do you guys feel like singing more?
Yeah, I do actually. What about you, Kaicho?
Hell yeah. Count me in.
I mean, at least Ninja Sanji's
Let's go, guys.
Putting some stuff out there, you know?
2, 1.
Excellent. X shout.
I always thought it was Soleil. Fuck. It's Soleil.
Hey,
oh, whoops. My bad, chat. I never mispronounce it. I know what you're talking about. And finally, guys, let's go take a look here because it looks like Doppio and Luca are moving to Japan. That is right. Let's take a look. I thought the X was silent. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I told them I don't. Oh, I don't. But yeah, they're like, why do you always why are you here? You know, like every, I don't know, like every 3 months. Would you want to move though? Actually, I wanted to tell you guys something. Okay, I want to tell you guys. You know, I am working on it. I am working on it, and I am in the process actually. So I'm in the process actually. So probably in like you know, a month or 2. Actually, yeah. Let's grow. Let's grow. That's soon, boss. Yeah. Make more 3D content real.
Yay, more Ninja Sanji members inviting people to their hotels. Wonderful.
Before the end of 2025.
Like, Lucas already had, like, some history, you know what I mean?
By December. 12月まで
Not again. I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, for real,
I hope not.
for real, yeah. I mean, when I finally moved to
Hey, what's up,
Japan,
Azrael? How are you? Thank you for the raid. Welcome. We're talking VTuber news right now. We're talking about Ninja Sanji news.
I've been working on it. There's so many things I want to do in
The branch
Japan.
merger, you think
now
so?
that my 3D is around the corner, and then I'll
Yeah,
be
actually
able
looking
to,
at how
like,
things are going,
I
it
don't
makes
know,
sense.
Maybe I'll be able to use the 3D studio more often. I have been waiting for 3D so long. Ever since I made it to
I mean, that's
Niji
good at
Sanji,
least. If
I've
you
been
go to Japan, you
wanting
do have the
so badly to
opportunity
do
for
things
that.
in
So
3D. There are so many things in the world that you can only really
it's
do
been good.
when
We were
you
discussing
are in
some
3D, and I'm so
a crazy
excited.
VTuber group
A lot
earlier.
of you know, but some of my favorite inspirations in the whole world are the Gaki no Tsukai. Gaki no Tsukai, Matchan, Matchan, Matchan ga daisuki, Matchan ga daisuki, Toshi Matsumoto-san, daisuki.
Yeah, the models are a bit stiff, unfortunately, uncanny.
In 3D.
I really wish they would hire different riggers, because, like, Hololive has invested a lot into their models recently, so they look a lot better than they used to. So, in other news, guys, we got Hololive news, and we have a brand new Holo crowd to watch. Let's take a look with the Fumoko girls called the B. Crazy chat. And of course, we do have the butt battle coming up here on the 26th, so we might react to that. I think that's going to be insane. That's going to be cray-cray. In other news, guys, Cover Corp has acquired new perms. They actually got perms from Koei, which means they can stream games like Dynasty Warrior, Neo, and a bunch of other stuff. Now, if you don't know overseas, right, to play a game and to stream it and things like that, hey, what's up, Fountain over here? You have to actually have the rights for it. I know, infamously, Callie was trying to play Dark Souls for a long time, and it was a problem. Well, now that they have this, they'll be able to play a bunch of these games, and of course stream them. So you have to gain the rights for it. There was a whole thing with Pokemon a few months back where somebody got a modded version. It was a big problem with Game Freak and Nintendo, so it's very, very difficult to just stream games freely when you're part of a company and you stream overseas and stuff like that. So, but pretty interesting for sure. In other news, guys, I finally found this for all of you. We were talking about this the other day, but Gold Chip actually performed with Hololive almost 3 years ago at VTuber Fest Japan. So let's go take a look, because I know a lot of you are loving the horse game, and Hololive has been a part of this since 2022. Yep. I finally found this. I was looking for it. Yeah, we were looking for this forever. Yeah, Slash, your dad have permission. That's crazy, bro. She's been there the whole time, chat. She's been there the whole time and we missed it. We missed it, chat. Yeah, I got you. The crossover we always needed. I love it. But I'm going to show you guys because I was trying to find it and we were talking about it. Speaking of the horse game, Rex actually recently decided to play the horse game as well and decided he was going to let his horse carry him to victory. Let's take a look. Bro, Rex is wild, dude. Bro. This is what I expect watching people play this game.
We got this! 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 We got this!
Yeah, I know, serious. I've seen it.
Oh no, she's losing, oh shit, suck it! Oh no.
She kind of smoothing them. And she kind of smoothing.
Go. Yes! Velocity!
This might be my favorite Rex stuff.
Fuck! God, no!
I love this. That is hilarious. I didn't know that, Captain. Oh my
Shit,
god.
was I too heavy? Was that
Oh
too
my
heavy?
God.
Fuck's sake. No, I'm sorry. I should have gotten off. No! No! That was a bad run. God damn it. I think so.
Bro, that is my favorite fucking Rex clip of all time. Oh my God. So funny. In other news, guys, some craziness going down. Luna just got her brand new bikini outfit. So here is the look for it. Looks fantastic. She just debuted. This is part of the big HoloLive event going on right now. Very, very cute. Another news, guys, kind of a weird one. A little bit of a weird one. But HP. That's right. The HP in Japan. To commemorate the 1 year since our first collaboration with HoloLive, they're actually delighted to invite Marin and Luna to the 26 HP Anniversary Festival. That is right. So this is coming up actually later today. I will follow up with you guys on Wednesday about this. So yes, HPPC is like, yo, come hang out with us, HoloLive. So pretty cool little collaboration there. Yeah, kind of crazy. Another news as well, guys. It does look like Bakura has announced her 6th anniversary live event. And she will be followed up with guest stars as well for the 2D Live Rush. This is going down on the 17th of July. I can't believe she's been around 6 years. That's crazy to me. Really, really cool. In other news as well, talking about that kind of stuff, Mori has actually been featured in a brand new video game. That is right. I don't know if you guys know Tato's game. It's called QQQ Beats. Well, Mori, Calliope, and Ibubuki are actually playable in that game. So, seems pretty cool. Looks like they're coming very soon on sale fall 2025. So, man, always cooking, I swear. Always cooking something. Yeah, HP making moves out there. If you didn't already know, this is the first time I think that we've got an actual like date tied to it. But this new game called Chrono Gear Warden of Time is an indie developed game for Hollow Indie developed it for, obviously about Crony and HoloLive. However, we finally did get a date next to it. It is for August, chat, so you'll be able to play this in August. You can go wishlist it on Steam if you're interested in it. Looks really good. And of course, Crony said that they did voice acting for the game as well, so that makes it even cooler. In other news, guys, Iris just debuted their 3.0. That is right. So a little bit of improved rigging on certain parts. You can obviously the angles look really, really good on it. So this is now her 3.0. And you know, let me just play you the good stuff here, chat. I got you. Here's the improved rigging. Oh wait, that's a wrong picture. Here, let me get you another one. Here, I got you, chat. Yeah, this is definitely it. I think this is like. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Improved rigging, chat. Improved rigging. This is the stuff you need to know about. This is what's important in the news, chat. Just pay attention, okay? This is what you need to watch. Oh my god. Another news, guys. It does look like we finally got the HoloLive card game. That is right, guys. It is now officially launched in English just 2 days ago. And you are now able to get those HoloLive cards in English. So this just came out. I don't think I'm going to collect these, but for anybody else that does, let me know how they look. I've heard some really cool stuff. I've heard some really cool stuff about it. Apparently the starter deck comes with like a free card or something, so that's kind of cool. Another news, guys, Flow Globe just released a brand new song that is called Load. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but certainly go check it out since it's a group piece. Probably sold out already, probably. Well, at least with the cards, they can manufacture more. It's not like tickets where, you're locked into it, right? That's it. So, another news, guys. It does look like Narissa is going to be releasing a brand new song along with Mori Calliope. So, the original theme song for Chaos Zero Nightmare is going to be done with the both of them. So, really cool kind of collab. I'm not familiar with Chaos Zero Nightmare. But I mean, if Maury and Narissa are doing the song for it, it's probably gonna be fucking awesome. So I guess we'll see what happens with it, chat. I'll keep you up to date on that because it has not obviously come out yet. So, in other news, guys, sorry, I got the phlegm. In other news, guys, I do want to talk about Faye's new outfit. And this one is called the Tomato Pizza Rat design. It was actually designed by Ina. Ina was the one that put this all together. So let's take a look here. Faye's new outfit. Oh, absolutely, Kuma. Yeah, it's gonna be a really, really awesome, awesome collab.
Why is showing feet so embarrassing? It's disgusting.
Yes, the Tomato Pizza Rat.
Unleash
That is what it's called.
The toes are out. Wiggle them. I'm trying my hardest.
That's like
wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I got.
I'll skip a little bit for you, chat.
Say goodbye. What? What?
Pizza. Yum. She's literally a tomato. It's so cute. Oh my god, she's just a hot pocket. She's a hot pocket. Oh my god, you're so right.
Do this.
I know now I want pizza so bad. So cute.
Yeah, the onesie comes off. You wanna see what my jammies look like underneath?
Yummy, yummy strawberry rat. No, 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 no. It's pizza tomato. It's clearly pizza tomato, chat. How dare you mislabel it? It's definitely not a strawberry. It's 100% tomato pizza. Wow, belly. Hey, yo.
Oh my. I got puffy pants.
Oh, I love those. Those are cute.
I got bloomers. Look how cute they are.
No, they're tomatoes.
That's so cute.
They are so cute. So there is Bee's new Humpy outfit, of course, with the belly window. Everybody was losing their mind over the fact that she had that. So I thought it was pretty awesome. Really, really cute outfit there, chat. Of course, just to add to this, we did also have the first stop of the HoloLive World Tour. That is right, the Stage World Tour. And of course, Bae also saying thank you so much. And here were some pictures to go along with that in her home of Sydney. So I thought that was really, really cool. A bunch of other talents, of course, tuning out about this as well. Bae, of course, saying Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Thank you for an amazing show. And take a look here at the pictures from the Sydney show. Looked absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it looked like everybody was having a really, really good time. God, I can't talk. Maury also tuning out as well. Brought killer energy tonight. And of course, there is more there at that event. This is just the first stop, by the way, chat. There is more as well. So a lot more. And of course, Ollie even said, Sydney, you guys are amazing. You guys really know how to pump a party up. So look like a full house, chat. I don't see an empty seat in that place. That looks absolutely fucking packed. So there are more as part of the HoloLive Stage 25 for the World Tour. And I know the tickets are sold out, if I remember correctly. They sold out really fast, if I recall. So you might have to buy a ticket from somebody else. But looked to be a fantastic event. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, no, it was so packed. It was so packed. So yep, next stop. Wait, no, I thought there was one in between that. Wasn't there one more stop before New York? Or did I get that wrong? I really thought there was one more before that. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong, bro. Yeah, maybe I'm just wrong. So, yeah, maybe I'm thinking of an anime fest. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking Anime Fest. I don't know. Oh, well, be what it be. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming by for today's news. I appreciate all of you. I think this was there's always drama, Doku. I'm going to point you to my bot, sweetheart, because we are rating out. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope you had a good time talking news today. Thanks for always keeping it, positive and mature. Always appreciate that. Tomorrow, guys, we are going to be back to reacts. I didn't do some reacts for a while. Yeah, like for a while. So I'm so sorry about that. I missed out really, really bad on some reacts. So my apologies. But we will get back to that tomorrow. Very packed week, chat. So get ready. We're going to be streaming a lot. We're also going to be restarting our run of Lies of P. Or I might do Elden Ring Shield only. I'm not sure yet. I might let you guys decide in Discord what we decide to do. So, but anyway, I'll see you guys soon. We're going to have a lot of long streams this week. So get excited. Some extra Elden Ring. All kinds of stuff. So give Rosie some love. I know we just watched her videos. So give her some love, guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow in the morning. Okay? Everybody have a good one.